So big, I gave it a name.
And then ate it just to. Saw you cleaning those
I've
teeth.
seen some, yeah. I do that all the time. I know somebody was picking their nose pretty good the other day.
Oh boy.
Oh shit.
Oh boy.
All right. Are we ready then?
I think we're ready. I'm ready.
Who's wrestling in the background?
Dog and a bone.
A rabbit.
Oh, a rabbit.
Yeah, I'll see if I can fix that.
Is it really a rabbit?
Yeah, it's a rabbit in a cage going to town on a log.
That's fine.
Is it?
I thought it was a dog and a bone.
We'll go up a little bit and see what happens. All right. Do you still hear it?
Yeah, but that's okay.
Adds flavor. Yeah.
Makes people wonder in the
1 second.
Where'd Pascal go?
Boy.
Midnight.
Back to Germany.
Damn.
Back
Do I have any
Germany.
boogers on my teeth?
Back
Sorry, the cat escaped.
to reality.
Escaped?
Where'd you put the cat for it to escape?
I threw it in the dryer.
My girlfriend opened the door and then just sprinted at me, and the other cat was almost hissing at him.
I have the weird and wacky news for this week.
Well, there we go.
Nice.
I just thought of it. Thanks for telling me about your cat that sprinted at you.
Welcome. I got all the kitty stories.
That doesn't sound right.
Right?
You're going to jail.
Wes can't show porn twice in a week, man. He's definitely not.
Not like that. I mean cats, like kitties. Kitties.
The kitties. Show
Kitty
me
cat.
your kitties.
Kittens.
Kitties.
Whatever,
Pet your
man.
kitty.
I don't mean children. Gosh.
And then the door opened up by my girlfriend, and
And the kitties ran out.
Started hissing.
We put the kitties in a room and they escaped.
And right as I picked the one up, it hissed.
Yow.
he said, I hate you guys. All right.
You ready for this?
Yeah, buddy.
5, 4, 3.
Hello, you turkeys, and welcome to episode 23 of the SideQuest Gaming Podcast, a weekly podcast where 4 longtime friends get together and shoot the shit about video games, movies, TV. There's a cat in the background, and anything else that we stumble upon down our way. Yeah, whatever. I am one of your hosts. My name is Wes. To my left, as always, is TJ. Above him, you have the wonderfully bearded snow toboggan wearing hat, Zach.
Don't forget about the eyebrow clock.
Ooh, I like it. And above me is Pascal.
What's up?
What's up, guys? How's everybody doing?
Tired?
Tired. I heard you had to get up early, Pascal.
Yeah, tomorrow again.
I heard it was for nothing.
Same trip?
Same trip, this time for real, though.
Get that confirmed?
Got that confirmed.
That's good. That's good. Hey, guys, guess what?
Chicken butt.
Did you know that this podcast is available on iTunes, Google Play, and Spotify, and anywhere else you want to download your podcast from?
What?
Like
Yeah.
where?
Like where? Well, those 3 and others.
If it has
Anchor.fm,
podcasts, you can find us.
Pod Places, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio.
Oh man, we should make our own station called Pod Racers.
And then George Lucas is going to come take you for everything that you own.
Damn it.
But yeah, our podcast is available for download on all those places. If you guys want to help us out, go take a listen every week. Leave a review on iTunes. Don't have to leave a 5-star, but I'll kill you if you don't. Just kidding. Jesus.
I know
that's going to go over bad. I know people. People with a particular set of skills. So anyway, now that I got that out of the way, I need to do a better job of our self-advertising, guys. We need to make sure that people know that they can. Yeah, we need to make sure that people know where they can find us when we're not live. And of course, if you want to join us live, you can do it every Tuesday night around 10 p.m. here on Mixer.com/WestmanY2K. For now, I guess. Anyway, so yeah, I'm sure we got plenty of gaming and movie news to share. I know I got some stuff I want to talk about, but before we get into all that good stuff, we got to play a wild and wacky game of catch up. Who gets to go first?
You said that wasn't a question anymore.
It's really not, but we didn't want to make that,
Oh, I'm sorry. I let the cat out of the bag.
It's like, I don't know.
We should roll die.
And it'd still be Pascal every time. Pascal.
Yeah, I mean, didn't watch any movies. Like kind of always. You know me.
Star Wars killed it.
Yeah, no, I don't really watch movies anymore that much. Did you
ever?
I actually did, but now it's just more like, work gets more, and then I don't know. I feel like my time is so limited in a way sometimes that I just much rather play video games or spend time, with the missus. Like that's kind of like how it is. And
we gotta rope the missus into wanting to watch movies, and then you watch movies.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, she does. I just usually
don't, unless
it's a horror movie, which she likes too. I don't really watch because I'm not into that mainstream kind of, what everybody watches.
So edgy.
It is, but it is just my attitude. I don't like a lot of the Marvel movies. So
there's a whole lot more movies out there than the Marvel movies,
but
man.
Like those, like
you need to watch some goddamn Blade Runner is what you need to do.
I'll give that my seal of approval as well.
And then watch the new one. Watch the old one, then watch the new one.
Dude, I can't. We're gonna talk about the new one tonight. Maybe not.
But yeah, then we watched more Supernatural. We're almost done with season 7 now. So
which one's season 7?
It doesn't mean anything to Nugget right now, but it's Leviathans.
Okay, the Leviathans.
Oh, you said this is like your third time watching this show, right?
My first. I'll answer that.
I'm talking to Pascal.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He froze?
Is this a trick? I could do
Is this real life? You do?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he froze because he hasn't breathed.
I think he really froze.
He might be dying.
I was gonna say, if he wanted to clear up some of his time watching like a 20 season show 3 times, he could probably.
Yeah, I think it is, and it's a big season. I'm not used to that now.
They're really long.
20, yeah, they're 26 episodes.
25, yeah. I was
He's back.
26.
Sorry about that. My internet crashed.
Oh shit!
Bad connection.
That's awesome.
Right
now. I was asking. This is like the third time you've watched Supernatural, right?
That's my third run down. Yeah.
How many seasons do they have?
13 and planning on 14. Right now.
So 13 seasons, 26 or so episodes a season, an hour or so per episode. You know that time that you said you didn't have any of?
Yeah, but you see, like, and I get that argument, but for me, it's just like I'm much more invested with Supernatural. It just hooks me more.
No, that's fine.
I like the main plot, but I get that. Yeah,
poking you.
I think maybe something else could hook you. You just gotta get your feet wet. You gotta go outside the comfort zone.
Yeah, I mean, once you get your feet wet, it's like other ththings that get wet. You just want more.
Yeah.
Get there.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so we watched.
Don't want to leave.
we watched that. We almost done with it. She still likes it, which is awesome. Like usually when we watch one episode while we have dinner, and then we watch another one, and then most likely a third one, and that's it. We usually watch like 3 per day or every second day. And
that's Blade Runner right there, man.
I feel like this is like a new Star Wars thing now. Did you watch Blade Runner yet? No,
you would like it.
Oh, so
I gotta
much
go
better
back.
than Star Wars, though.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I have to go back and get my score just to see if I'm anywhere where Zach and Wes were with it, because I know I already scored this one. I just don't remember when.
Go back and watch those episodes or listen to them.
You guys need to hold me accountable to that this week.
To listen to all the episodes?
God,
And
I
to
don't
get
even
my
do that.
scores. Well, at least I could jump towards just my score.
I feel like it'd be cheating if I listened to the episodes and got our reviews up.
Yeah, no, that's what I say. I don't do that. I listen to it again when I'm editing and shit though and uploading. So
That's true.
Well, I'll go look at it. I'll just look at my part and get my scores because that'll be pretty
you
fast.
should be able, if I did a good job of taking notes, you might be able to find at least the name of the movie in the show notes, and then you know which one to listen to.
There we go.
Yeah, that was basically TV. Anything like movie related or TV related instead. Played some new games. I bought Resident Evil 2.
Okay, how far? Did you get that?
I am right now, I think I got into the police station. I followed your advice where it says keep out. I went right in.
I just don't think there's anywhere else you can go.
No, and then I went into the one rooms, get a few lockers, and last time I saved, I think, was when there's the little like monster. I always call it like the liquor because it's what it looks. When he like crawled inside, when you have like a little scare moment for a minute. That's it.
I feel like I missed that. I feel like it happened to me and I was too busy being scared about something else and missed the thing I was actually supposed to be scared of, because I've heard a couple people talk about, oh yeah, you see the liquor really early on kind of sort of, and I didn't see shit.
Yeah, and
I was too busy shitting my pants.
I honestly wasn't that scared. But
look, me.
there were
so
some.
tough.
No, there were some. I'm usually really a chicken stuff like that, but I feel like it's also the difficulty level. I started playing on the assisted mode, I think.
Just say it. I come from the homeland of Hitler. I am not scared of anything.
No, I played on assisted mode, which kind of gives you, I think, more ammo.
Sissy mode?
It's called, I don't know, it's probably what it is. It's like assisted. It just kind of gives you a little bit more reason.
Okay.
So maybe that is why. So maybe I have to do a playthrough on a different, but I just kind of wanted to enjoy the story and not be like, oh, I have to retry this now 400 times because they made it really difficult. And, you know, I just want to enjoy the story. I stopped, like, I think I came back a guy and he gave me some saved. But there's still a lot more because, I mean, I remember the original. You go through the city and stuff like that. So pretty excited about that. Then I played a lot. Kingdom Hearts 3.
He's gone again.
Fucking Chicago, get your shit together. You'd think for a big city they'd have better internet.
It's not even cold there anymore.
Would think. So, while he's gone, you want to hear a funny story he told me about Resident Evil?
Yeah. I do.
Oh, he's back.
He's back.
This is I don't know if it works with my webcam, guys. Just
your internet?
Yeah, I always get like latency spikes here right now. Man, I'm sorry about that.
It's okay. Keep going.
We'll edit it out.
Good. Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't know where I left off, but yeah, there was a lot of. Oh, okay. So I remember the first and second one. So I kind of know the story, but there's a few games I haven't tried, like from the DS, and they all are canon and in between. So that's where then there's this little memory tab or memory archive where I watched all of them in order to, get kind of like an idea of what I was missing. Yeah, kind of like that, like the whole remake stuff. So that was cool. I got that all under control, and I didn't feel like I missed anything. I love it though. I think I'm like 30 hours in.
How many?
Like 30 hours now.
That's 15 movies.
You've beat it twice then?
Could have watched 15 movies in a week.
It's a Final Fantasy inspired game, so there's a lot of cutscenes too, which are high quality too. A lot of people think that's too much, but welcome to playing a classic RPG from Square.
Any anime porn in there?
No, but I made it to.
He's like, actually,
I met Jack Sparrow.
I did go to this one website once and see some Kingdom Hearts inspired anime porn. But...
I was gonna say something. Did you know Goofy's supposedly a cow?
What?
I thought he was a dog.
No, Pluto's the dog. Goofy's a cow,
and apparently somewhere he also
dates another cow.
Does have titties.
Well, there is a female cow that he is in love with,
Yeah.
Clarabelle cow.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I always read that they made fun of him because it was a talking
Dude.
dog walking a regular dog.
Well,
It's
on
what
Google,
I
the
just got
first
told this by
thing,
McKenna.
the first thing that pulls up when you type in Goofy is Goofy a cow.
Listen to you talk.
Unless it's circa Walt Disney, I will not believe it that he is a cow. Unless it comes from
Let's find out. Let's
Mr.
get
Walt's. We'll take it from the cow's mouth.
Yeah. So
Pascal's like, thanks
Pascal's
for
like, yeah, fuck you
themselves."
guys.
Yeah,
no,
sorry.
I'm just monitoring my leg spikes while you guys talking. No, I mean that's Kingdom Hearts 3. I mean I don't want to spoiler because
How long
it's
is it supposed to be? How long is a playthrough supposed to be?
Well, they said if you just rush the story, you skip cutscenes and you rush the story, kind of it's like 25 hours.
Oh, I've
Does it
heard you
count
can
as-
beat it in like 15.
But but I'm 30 in and I explore everything and I level and I don't play on easy there. I play like on normal and like there's like easy,
Hardcore.
normal, and hard, and I don't know. I'm in the middle.
Well, okay, you don't want to give any spoilers, but what do you think so far? Do you
I
feel
like
it's
it.
worth the
The-
$60 that you spent?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I mean, I'm already like 30 hours in, and I know from there's like worlds you can explore. I still miss at least 2, unless there's another world open up. But there's at least 2 I have to go, and I'm there's one world, and it's not really a big spoiler because it was in the trailers. There's one world I don't like because I don't like the whole movie around it. And
Let it snow, let
Yeah.
it snow.
and I don't like it. There were some cool fights there, but
I'd like to help
I
me
don't
build
like
a
it.
snowman.
I really like early on. I don't know who has it here, but there's like obviously Toy Story in it too, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, I don't
From Woody.
I don't like the Frozen themed world. It's just not my cup of tea. I was like, come on, and I think that was the first one where I skipped the cutscene because they started singing or something. I'm like,
Sexist.
no, I don't like singing like that much.
Where's Lizzo?
Uh, and I
Just
played
JK, Lizzo. JK.
I played Battlefield 5 again, a lot still. So apparently EA also had like their quarterly review or like financial results. They apparently sold 7.2 million copies, which is kind of surprising. I thought they sold less. But they also like said like they will have at least like 2 years planned with content. So
The
it's
question
good for them.
there is, do they really sell 7.2 million, or is that counting Origin sales or something?
I don't know. I felt like yeah. I mean, but it says like sales volume for that game. So I mean, it's kind of like when you say like, well, this game sold so much per Game Pass, but I think it's more like, I mean, how do they measure that? Because if it's like for that game only,
Right.
there were quite a lot on Xbox, like quite a lot of Xbox on console. Here's the thing with Battlefield and Summit or whoever might listen in the future. I don't care, but everybody is like so like PC master race here and there, and I get that. But honestly, man, on like Sea of Thieves or like Battlefield, the main player base in the last 3 years has always been on
Xbox.
console, Xbox and PlayStation. Like the PC players were always lower because I think PC has just so many more shooters to play that they don't play that. Sea of Thieves without Xbox, Sea of Thieves would never be there. The PC player race is low. That's not because that's just how it is. And I played Sea of Thieves with my buddy once again, so Sea of Thieves, for example, there was this whole controversy. I don't know if you guys know it, which makes me happy. No more PC users on console unless you
killing my news, bro.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
sorry.
No, we can talk about it now.
Yeah. So I played that, and I think I played it with Wes too the other week, and we got so frustrated because there's so many griefers like up from PC, and you shoot them 100 times, and they have nothing better to do, just kill you. And even if you just want to dig around, they just kill you. They have and you shoot them and they do like a double shot glitch, which you can only do with keyboard and mouse and stuff like that. And then they laugh and like ha ha ha.
I was so mad.
And right now it's like this: unless you put a mouse and keyboard in your Xbox, you can choose not to join up with PC players. And I'm fine with that, dude. Like because
Did
I
they
don't want
update
that.
it?
I think the update came out or is coming out now in the next weeks. But there's a lot of controversy about PC players. I'm like, well, I think it's like Wes, put it right where it had to be. It says like it's streamlining the experience, making an even player field, and if people want to play with their friends, they can trigger the option of. The reason is why PC players are so butthurt right now is because their player base is lower on PC. Well, touche.
Why?
But why?
But no, I'm
Because-
saying like because Summit made that post and he's like, oh, Sea of Thieves is making a huge mistake by doing this, blah blah blah. PC players.
They were fine before. Before he's
PC Sea of Thieves is going to be dead now. He said that they're making a mistake
because console doesn't want to play with a bunch of fucking cheats.
Because they're making it so people on console can choose the option to opt out of playing with PC players. Yeah. And so they're all fucking butthurt about it because they're all on PC and it's easier for them to rape the shit out of us. I'm all about getting good, and if I get my ass kicked, I get my ass kicked. But when I get my ass kicked over and over and over by the same person who can't have possibly refilled on bananas, that I shoot in the back, blood nabbers, that I shoot in the back 3 freaking times after he's already killed me at least twice, and he turns around and shoots me once and I die, there's some bullshit going on. And this happened over and over the other night, and it was all PC people. And so, they've got mods, they've got, I don't know so much about the hacks, but I know they've got mods to where you can see people's boats on the map. There's just different things, and I would just prefer to play. If I'm going to play on Xbox, I want to be on Xbox. I want to play against other Xbox people.
That's one reason I play. That's why I play Battlefield, for example, on console. But now there's a thing which has been there for ages, which pisses me off, and people don't consider cheating. We can actually kind of make a little discussion now. There's a thing called XIM4, XIM4. It emulates a controller with mouse and keyboard input. It's not an officially supported device to use gaming for on the console. So what it does,
been around
basically,
forever though.
Yeah, but so we have a lot of PC players who are average on PC, coming on Xbox or PlayStation, go on Battlefield, plug in their XIM4, go on crazy high killing streaks because not only do they have the mouse aim and steadiness and recall management, they also have the aim assist that the controllers have.
Oh, that's
so talking about it built-in plugin, and people are like, well, that's not really cheating, and it's like, yes, because you're using it with a device
that's fucking cheating.
That is cheating because you're not using a device that was intended to play, and you get an advantage over with that because you're not having an evened out playing field. You might think, well, there are people with an elite controller, okay, but they can also do so much more. They don't have the aim because they still have the sticks to aim. And that's not officially supported, like from Microsoft or Sony, whatever, might bring out a PlayStation Elite controller. Who cares? But the thing is with XIM4, it pretends to be a controller, which is not. It's mouse and keyboard. So people can say what they want. That's not legit.
It's not
getting advantage.
That's cheating. You've got an advantage over the rest of the playing field. It's just like you can play PC with whatever fucking mouse and keyboard you want. And that's perfectly fine. But
I was in a party with one, and you heard this, and I was like, "What you doing? Are you typing?" "Oh man, playing." Like, you have a controller? "Nah, dude, I have a XIM4." And he was like 90 kills and has only got killed twice. And I'm like, and I unfriended him after I knew that. I'm like, fuck off.
I would have reported that bitch.
I did, but how can you prove that unless he's streaming? You can't really prove that. But
doesn't matter. Just report it. Report everybody for everything. Fuck them.
So that was kind of like a little go away from Sea of Thieves. But yeah, the point is with Sea of Thieves and stuff, I think it's a great thing. I think crossplay should always be optional. You should not be as
absolutely.
Even with Rocket League and stuff, like with games like that, I think the only time where I don't need it to be optional is in a racing game. Because even on console, you can have a wheel, you can have a controller. Unless but here's also another thing with crossplay, which is always people don't get. A lot of where I go back to why I'm usually playing shooters on console is the hacking. I don't want to deal with fucking hackers. The reason why I don't play Counter-Strike, reason I don't play anything shooter-related on PC.
The amount of hackers that I run into on a daily basis in the shooters.
But the possibility... I know, but I get that. But the possibility of hacks, especially in PUBG, you guys played PUBG. It was crazy in the beginning. The possibility of hacks is just so much higher on PC. There is even you can actually have an undetectable hack, and nobody would ever figure it out because you're the only one who gets it. You get like some Russian mobster developing like a hack for like $7,000, and nobody will ever know you have a hack on because it's never been there before. So how can they detect
that's
it?
like saying I'm just gonna stay in my house because if I go outside, the chances of a car accident are way higher.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just think I don't like that argument for why.
No, that's saying I'm
going
to take my car instead of the bus.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's not gonna play on PC.
It's more like having more control or more the illusion of, okay, if I play on this platform right now, not only am I used to it, but it's also the comfort of a closed system. Like Xbox One or PlayStation 4 network, like they're so enclosed that it's pretty much online wise, because Xbox Live and PlayStation Network is pretty much almost impossible. Not that it's not possible.
I mean,
to hack.
in the last 3 months, I've seen 3 hackers in PUBG, and all of them have had disciplinary action taken against them.
Yeah, and that's great, and I get that, but
it was like one game out of the 100 and some odd games I played. It just that I don't know, man. I just find that argument to be real lame. Just, you don't want to play PC games, that's cool, but don't make it because you might run into a hacker at some point.
But that's my here's another thing too, and that might because you play Overwatch, you play different games. But I guarantee you, first-hand experience. I played Battlefield 4 on PC with friends, and Battlefield 4 is now, I think they have this like, what is it, Origin trial or something? You can play it for like hours for free. People created Origin accounts like on Battlefield, and Battlefield's like anti-cheat is okay, but it's not the best.
Mm-hmm.
I do like just go on like on the list on their like stats and trackers. Like there's people hacking out of the ass in that game. Especially now you can have the trial and you just create accounts. And well, what if your account gets banned? Well, go to the next one. You know, you have the 10-hour free trial with Origin Basic or whatever for Battlefield 4. So all the base maps were like YouTubers made video of it in Battlefield. Then that's a game I play. It's just bad. Right now in BF5, a lot of PC players get actually turned off because I don't know what EA did, but the anti-cheat is not working as they intended to. So there's a lot of like new hacks, and there's people literally like aimbotting, and the way to counter it, there was a video that was funny. A lot of people made like a circle around the hacker so the bullets couldn't go through to his aimbot, but you see his gun, like he didn't give a fuck. He's probably still around and doing the same thing, but like it's just bad. And Battlefield has always been like really like, what is it, prone to hacks. Like,
I don't know about that either, because I played a significant amount of Battlefield. I played a ton of 42. I played a ton of 21, but Zach, that's 42, where Battlefield 2.
Zach, that's where you right now. You don't understand because you don't play it right now on PC. They used to have private servers and rental servers.
Yeah,
they don't have that anymore. So it's all official EA servers. You cannot have most of the but the rented servers on PC and BF4, even BF1, they used to have their own server anti-cheat program. That's gone. It just freaking dies in EA's anti-cheat, and it's garbage. It's straight up garbage right now. There, you find lobbies where, you know, they're not there, but the problem has now been worse than ever in Battlefield. Where if you go now to recent Battlefield videos on PC, that's like the top topic right now. Hey, fix your anti-cheat, and hey, blah blah blah, why can't we not report this, and how long does it take until it gets enforced and stuff. Like it's getting out of hand. So I don't know, like I mean, you said you don't like that argument, but since that is usually the only shooter that I play,
you just get a new server though. Like,
yeah. But why do I have to do that?
I'll say
I don't want to do it.
I'll say one thing that's kind of damn it, what did you just post?
I can't help it. It made me giggle.
I'll say one thing kind of related to this. I just don't like first person shooters on console or on PC. I've got God, what would you say, Nugget? 300 games, 350 games on Steam.
We're not friends anymore.
Bullshit.
I see a 0 next to your name.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I think I might have 3 first-person shooters on Steam, and then I've got PUBG, Fortnite. I think I have the starter edition of Rainbow Six. That's really it as far as like the amount of shooters I have on PC. Whereas I've got tons of RTSs and like park simulators and shit. That's the kind of games I like for PC. So, I mean, whether it's hacking, whether it's like hacking or whatever, I mean, I just don't like shooters on PC for some reason. I don't know what that is.
The one thing besides hacking that turned me off on PC, which kind of in the end of BF4 made it onto console too, was the turret speed of tanks.
I'll turn you on.
That was ridiculous. Like you couldn't really make and they changed it. Now
so you
it's
turn
like
it with a mouse.
Yeah, it's like vroom, 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 and like you were like somebody was behind you, and you're like boom, instant, like almost behind him. It takes like a second, and it's like there.
Mm-hmm.
That I mean, I guess I don't know. It just kind of was like, all right, that's kind of cheap, but yeah, I don't know. Like,
but can't you do that same thing on a console by turning the analog axis fast?
Not anymore. They added it at the end for people who wanted to make the switch from PC to console. They kind of added it, but it's not as fast on PC. And now on BF5, it's not. It's like a total like design thing that the turret.
Yeah, they limited it like they should have for that too. Like that's just.
Yeah, that is like a design choice. But yeah, to get to my ultimate point, I kind of have to steal from Wes too. It's not necessarily only because the hacking. It kind of does affect it a little bit because the only times I played on PC, I did have like hacking happening on servers. Mm-hmm. But it's more about the, I don't know. I feel like when I started a shooter on PC, there's like so many things where I'm like, now I have to play this game on PC for at least 6 months to be average, at least. Or it's kind of like a comfort thing. Or I play on console now where I'm already pretty good at, for my playing field with other console people. Like I'm pretty like usually, good number 1, number 3, like top 3 leaderboards with my people if I have people to play with. So I guess it's like more like that, like the transition.
So you just don't like to play on PC?
Yeah. No, I like to play on PC. I just don't like to play shooters really that much on PC. The only shooters I would probably try out is like games like with you all, like Overwatch probably, because it has this feeling of easier, like to easy to learn how to master kind of thing. Like I feel like the controls I can hold myself up to if you kind of teach me like your little quick like movements. But a game like Battlefield, it has just so many like button presses on. I don't know. It's just like I know right now the player base on PC is not as great anymore, I guess, would be a 5. So I know I'm gonna only meet like the hardcore fans there. So that's already like, ugh, like I would have not a good time. But like Overwatch, I would probably could play. PUBG would be a game that I could play. Mm-hmm. But other than that, I think like it's the kind of like West. Like I play like my Elder Scrolls, I guess, with little mods on it, or Fallout, like the old ones, put their mods on it. RTS, Roller Coaster Tycoon, I still have on it. Sid Meier Pirates and stuff like that. Yeah. Civilization, stuff like that. That's what I use the PC for, actually. But yeah, man, I'm not a big fan of PC shooters. Just I don't know. It's just maybe the options. You have too much freedom. Maybe that's why you have too much freedom. And there's it's not like a closed system where like everybody's the same setup, everybody's the same keyboard and mouse kind of thing. That's kind of like
great freedom.
So
yeah, you have to have great.
It's too much Android. I need more iOS.
So what you're playing? So what you're saying is you played Battlefield 5 on Xbox this week.
Huh? Yeah. Well, I'm still that escalated to like a lot longer, but I kind of made up for Nugget's crazy long movie list, I guess.
And let me tell you guys this right now: you are bad name to the PC Master Race. You guys are no longer a PC Master Race. You have hurt Pascal deeply. You need to reevaluate your life because you are shitheads.
No, cheaters. In the end, I feel like that
was directed to the cheaters.
Oh, okay.
In the end, I think it's just like I don't care. Like everybody has a preferred platform of choice, where the friends are usually, and I think everybody can consider. No, of course we are, but everybody. Everybody has, I think in the grand scheme of things, we're all nerds. We all like video games, so that's just all that should matter. and I'm the last one who's going to be like, oh, you have a PC, you suck. I'm not going to say that, cool, you like PC games, it's awesome. I'm not going to smash somebody because they prefer a PC. Where I do get really defensive is when people try to be like, oh, you're a console person, can't afford a PC. Like, motherfucker, I can afford a PC like anytime.
I mean, if somebody wanted to smash with me because I liked PC, I wouldn't say it's a terrible reason not to.
Yeah, no, it's more like the...
I just go where my friends are.
Yeah, and that's pretty much what I ended up doing. Like, I used to have a PS4 only, and then I met more and more people on Xbox, and ultimately I worked with Wes and TJ and everybody in Xbox. I'm like, God, man. So I, gave in and bought more stuff on Xbox, and now I'm game sharing with Wes, and it's like all over now. With our library of like 500 games almost, I think. So, but yeah, that was pretty much my week. I kind of vented there a little bit, or like gave a little bit more input to how I see things. Argued, yeah. But yeah, I played a shit ton of Kingdom Hearts, Battlefield. I still like Battlefield a lot. I just kind of wish that Wes or TJ or anybody would kind of make time and just try it, because I feel like the gameplay is really rewarding, because you cannot just like run in and gun and stuff. You actually have to be like smart about things,
and that's on the
Nice.
Xbox.
Yeah, that's awesome. Like it's like really rewarding for making smart decisions with your squad, rather than like if people just want to go in and run to this flag and just like out in the open, you get shot down and you have a miserable experience. That's what I like about it. It's like the skill ceiling is higher, but it's also more rewarding if you like a good medic, or so TJ would have a good time, guaranteed. And they got rid of the only thing that TJ probably wouldn't like is they got rid of the sniper sweet spots. So headshot is a one-hit kill, and the rest is 2 body shots with the sniper rifle.
That's fine. I shoot him in the body and then switch to the pistol.
Yeah, that works too. So, but ultimately that was my week, and I kind of apologize for arguing too much about stupid things, but I just kind of need to get out of my chest.
It's because, good listening.
The PC thing. Like every time I get defensive, I think it's always because I had experience with people doing like, oh, you don't have a PC, you don't know what gaming is about, and oh man, let's mod my Skyrim with and never play it. Actually, that's kind of like what I counter. But let's play Minecraft. I
love Minecraft.
I love it too. We haven't played it in a while, by the way. But yeah, so
I was thinking we need to play Minecraft again.
You know what we need to do?
Every once in a while,
Minecraft. We need to play Minecraft, and then kind of like what we did last time, like everybody, and then just do stupid stuff.
Every once in a while, we get together and we'll go crazy on Minecraft for like 3 days and build this humongous like self-sufficient farm and all this shit, and then we'll mine the fuck out of it. And then we're like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, like okay, let's play PUBG.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I just gonna stop talking so much, and I'm gonna give it back to, I don't know where you guys at right now. I'm just gonna go give it to this person, hopefully.
That's no one.
This person? There?
Okay, that's me.
There you go.
I'm like, what?
I'm gonna give it to that one. No, that one.
That one. I'll be that one.
With the head, that one.
Mm-hmm. So what did I do this week? Well, I spent my weekend in Chicago, so I was away from video games, kind of, sort of. I played a lot of...
I was there, but he's like...
I spent all weekend with McKenna's family.
You couldn't even say hi once.
Oh my god.
KFC. Come on. My feelings are
so chips. It's okay.
TJ or Wes, they would be like, oh, I need to see Pascal for a second.
No, I'm just giving a hard time. Chinatown.
Like, I'm driving around and finding somewhere to park that could fuck off. That was awful. But no, so I played a lot of The Darkest Dungeon on the Switch. I bought it specifically for this trip.
What is it? Is it a Switch game?
Yeah, it came out on the Switch. It's The Darkest Dungeon. Came out on PC a while ago. It's that Lovecraftian.
That game is badass.
It is badass. I actually have it on the PC, but I never played it because if I sit down on my computer, I want to play something more, I guess, more involved. And I'm also really bad at it, so that really influences it. But I had a lot of fun. It's such a point and click game that I wasn't sure how well the Switch was going to do all the controls. And I'll say it's not intuitive. It's really hard. It feels clunky getting around the menus to start with.
I could imagine.
But the way they handled
It's got a touchscreen though, right?
It does have a touchscreen, which I didn't use much because I don't know, call me old. I hate touching the screen that I'm playing games on because I can't see what's under my finger.
So that I don't even have to ask my next question.
What was that?
I just wondered if you ever thought about using your pecker.
Nope.
All right, go there next.
I do sometimes text on my phone with my nose.
I do.
If I have like gloves on. Yeah, down there.
Or if you're in bed.
Absolutely.
Shame to admit that.
No, I'm
My
not.
wife's always like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm clicking this link."
Can't get the other hand cold. But yeah, so they're just kind of ingenious. The controls, the triggers work as modifiers to take you to different portions of the menu or the screen that you then click into and start doing the stuff there. Once you get the hang of it, it goes really well. But to start off, no, I fucked up a lot of things and dropped items and picked up items and killed people and all that normal stuff just because I couldn't navigate the menus. But once I got going, the game plays great and it looks good and it's fun and it's the same old Darkest
I feel
Dungeon.
like that shit is really less about playing smart. I mean, you have to be competent, in the mechanics of the game, but you really got to shoot your shot to do well. You gotta kind of be ballsy. Because
you gotta be ballsy, but then sometimes you just don't
devastating,
get rewarded.
man. No,
I had one fight, like I'm going in there with like my A team, and I fight this giant ass fucking dude that's just smacking everybody in the face with a tree branch. And what are my guys like? They're like, fucking miss, miss. Hey, when you shoot that dude, miss. And then I had one guy who broke. He got he turned abusive when he lost his mind, and that was kind of funny. Because someone would shoot and miss, and he'd go, "Well, at least you tried, I guess." And then they take mental damage, or someone
nice.
would hit something. He's like, "Well, I guess it kind of hurt it, so good job, mental damage."
Wow.
What are you even doing here? Mental damage. Just like, holy shit, it's funny, but I'm retiring you.
Did the game? You might have said this, and I missed it. Did the game come with the DLC? Crimson Court DLC?
I bought the version that came with the DLC. So it was like an extra, you saved $5 if you bought the full bundle, then if you bought all the DLC separately. So it was like $34 instead of $39 or something like that.
That's a steal.
Right?
Good deal.
So yeah, totally awesome, totally worth it. I'm excited because now if McKenna's sitting in the other room watching TV, I can go hang out and play Darkest Dungeon on the Switch while she's doing stuff.
I always like those things when like people change like the mentality of the people you play with. Like it reminded me of XCOM UFO Defense when like an alien, the sectoids or the etherals would ping your guy's mind and he would just go crazy and he would just turn and look at the other dude, just start shooting at him like your own teammates, and you're like, please dodge, and it just mowed him over, and you're like, motherfucker.
Yep. That's this game does that all the time. So having a good time with that. What else did I do? I didn't watch anything. Yeah, I didn't watch anything at all. I didn't even get my weekly Brooklyn Nine-Nine in last week.
Oh.
Right? I gotta get back on that. I played some Apex Legends today.
Oh, okay. PC?
On PC for a little bit. Had actually a pretty good time, but I think maybe you want to wait and talk about that later?
Sure, yeah, we can talk about it later.
Okay, we'll talk about that later. We'll come back to that. Man, did I do anything else? No.
Do you play PUBG?
Always.
Did I play? Did we play? We played some PUBG Sunday night. Sunday night we played some PUBG.
Maybe Monday.
I don't remember how it went. I think not amazing.
You guys said that, Nugget said that they fucked the game back up again.
Well, they got on some bullshit is what they did.
We both
I can't believe y'all still fuck with this game. I just really can't.
Well, see, they
it's
did
just-
whatever update they did on Tuesday, and then they canceled it, and we tried to play, and it played like shit, like dog shit. Like latency was bad. I'm talking 7 feet behind a wall, and then you fall over dead. But then whatever they did Wednesday, the latency was gone now. It's back to feeling good again, and they added some new guns, so I was excited about that.
Who knows what that is? But I'm talking about this bullshit color blindness stuff.
Yeah, he's mad.
I'm real mad about this.
Cheat with
Such
it.
a stupid thing to be mad about. I mean,
No
I
more.
guess I fucking cheat with it. I don't think it's cheating.
Oh, you
Like,
changed your colorblind settings so you can see better.
I changed my colorblind settings so I can see better in
Cheap
every
bastard.
game I play. I'm sorry that I think you should have higher contrast for things. Fuck me, right? So I play with the colorblind mode, and it just so happened to turn people's blood purple, and I fucking loved it because I don't need red blood. This isn't shit. And then I get in the game and start playing. Then I'm shooting at people, and I can't tell if I'm hitting them or if dirt's poofing up behind them because it's just fucking orange. It looks just like the dirt when the gun misses. And I say something to TJ, and he's like, "Oh yeah, they got rid of the purple blood because people were complaining that it was too easy to see." And I'm like, "Wait a fucking minute." So you're telling me the fact anybody can go and turn this goddamn purple blood on? Like it's not doing anything bad for
How does
anybody
the blood help you? How does seeing the
You
blood
can tell you're getting hit, so you know, oh, I hit that guy instead of did I hit him or did I not?
Yeah.
So you don't know where to keep aiming because now you don't know if you hit him or not.
Yeah, I that really pissed me off. I loved my purple blood. It was purple when I got hit, so on my screen it would be purple instead of red, and it was just more eye catching in all aspects of it. And
It's
they're
a
just like,
fucking lame excuse. it was more eye catching. I found it more aesthetically pleasing.
Well, it
Hey,
sounds
man.
cooler.
It made it easier for me to see what I was hitting people.
He just thought he wanted
And
to
I
play
liked
an
the way it
alien.
looked.
He wanted to play an alien
Yeah.
version of PUBG.
I found it. I thought it was cool, and they got rid of it. And they also changed all the other colors that go along with it. So even your squad colors in the left and the icons that would be over them are different colors, and they're not as varied anymore or vibrant. So everything.
I think
Now
they
your
want you shooting
cheating
your
PC master
teammates.
race kind is affecting the poor colorblind people can't even fucking see right now because of y'all.
Right?
Did you want to know the kicker of how they fucked with him? This is the kicker. They left the name the same for the color. They didn't even change it. Like they didn't
Yeah.
call it indigo. They just left it purple or whatever it was. So
What?
he was
Still-
like, "No, this is the
still-
same color." I'm looking at it. I'm like, "Nope."
Yep.
Mm-mm-mm.
And apparently, didn't you say they also turned down the blood splatter? Just period.
I don't think I said that because I don't know that
Oh.
answer.
I thought you said that too. I don't know.
I know you
Anyway.
could change any color you wanted for the reticle. Like you
Yeah.
could make a color for your reticle now.
Yeah, I mean that's back to purple, but
Oh, Blue Hole. What a great
Oh, man.
developer.
no blue. It's fucking orange.
Purple.
But yeah, so that's my rant about that. Fucking bullshit. Anybody can turn that shit on.
Nothing
Fuck.
else.
No,
Didn't play anything else?
I don't think so. I mean,
No.
I played some Total War. I lost my one campaign that I was streaming. Things got real shitty real fast. So I started up a new one, and I'm getting ready to start streaming that one because I got back to basically where I was in it. So I'm gonna throw that shit up
Nice.
tomorrow.
Sweet.
Play some
Good.
of that.
Yeah, I was trying to push you into it the other day. I was like,
I know you
"Stream
were,
this
but
shit."
I was eating while I was playing and heading to bed. Did I play some? I think I played some more Witcher. I think I texted you guys about it.
Oh, you were
about how-
pissed.
Yeah, I just, man, I have now probably played that game for 10 hours without once touching the main storyline.
I can't argue with you on that. There is a lot of side quest shit that just makes you go, wait a minute, wasn't the world in jeopardy? Why am I going around finding this bitch's bra from this fucking dude, this
Right.
dwarf over here that has, why do I care?
Right? There's all that, and then you just give me all these points of interest, and why, like, am I just supposed to ignore that shit until something tells me to go over there? Should I just go look at it? Because I'm in the mindset, well, I should just go look at it. It's interesting.
Don't do it all at
So
your
I
own
mean,
pace.
I guess I could limit myself and just go do the main storyline, But then if you think about, so they add all that into the time it takes to finish the game. If you were to ask someone, oh yeah, I mean, if you do the main story, it's 30 hours, but the world's huge and has over 100 hours of gameplay. Well, I mean, if you got a narrative game and then you only have 30 hours of narrative and the other 70 hours are just bullshit around, is it really that huge of a game?
A lot of those quests though will tie back into one another.
But these aren't even, I haven't even done, like, these don't have quests. This is, oh hey, there's a question mark over there, go get it. Oh, that's some buried treasure.
Don't they have a random quest generator kind of like Skyrim did?
I don't know.
Where you can't run out of no? Okay.
I don't think so.
Maybe they do. I think they just
like
packed it with so many that
packed it with so many points of interest is what they call them. It's just a question mark on your map, and you run over there, and it's like, oh, there's treasure at the bottom of this river, and you swim down and you get it, and you get like 3 things, and you come back up, and then 2 spaces over, there's, oh hey, there's a monster nest here, and I blow that shit up, and I get the stuff from it, and then I'm like, okay, go to the quest. Oh fuck, there's another point of interest. I guess I'll go over there and blow up this monster nest, and then over and over and over again.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to do it like that. The thing is with a lot of like the treasures in that game is that they are like armor sets you can get, and you can actually have like armor sets that you have to find, and they have like for different bosses that you find, like enemies, like abilities that you can take them out with ease, basically. So that's pretty much it. And yeah, you don't have to look at every point of interest, but if you're a sucker for those things, yeah, I mean, but
I can't not do it.
Yeah.
Nugget, the world wants to know what that was that you just jammed into your pie hole. Come on. Pizza? Didn't look like pizza. Okay.
Pizza cuts I am going to talk about something else. We went to some coal-fired pizza places while we were in Chicago for dinner. I don't know if you've heard of that place, Pascal. Pretty good. I had the weirdest pizza I've ever eaten. It had a chili pepper sauce, and then it was topped with salami and honey. You would think so, but it was delicious. Out of the 4 pizzas we got, that was the best pizza. It was so good.
Did you all go to one with like scribbling on the wall and all over the benches and everything? Did you eat there?
Mm-mm.
Oh man, that was a good pizza.
It was called Coal Fire Pizza.
Yeah, I don't think we ate there when I went.
Yeah,
I think I picked places on. There was a show that was on TV where a guy went and ate like the biggest thing in the restaurant. Like if they had like a special burger that was like 7 pounds.
Man versus food.
Yes. So we would, anytime we went out of state or different city, we would see if he had visited there, and we go eat at the restaurants he ate at.
That's cool. I like that.
So we ate at like 2 or 3 other ones while we were in Chicago.
Hell yeah. No, it was cramped in there. And all right, I don't know how you guys feel about pizza crust, but I can't stand like the soggy, floppy pizza crust.
Ew,
like
no.
I want my pizza crust to have some
crunch,
some crispiness to it, some crunch, something else. But all the, like, even just there's a pizza place down the street from me that serves pizza that's like that. I guess it's the New Yorkish style where you can fold it over, and that's how you get the.
Yeah, it's all beef. Yeah. I like them crunchy, but I don't like them flaky either. Like I hate when they're like flaky.
Put that shit in the air fryer for about 4 minutes. You'd be good.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I still need to get one.
We also went to a lot of donut shops on Sunday before we left. We went to 3 donut places, and I had real ramen for the first time ever.
McKenna, donut connoisseur.
She is a donut nut.
Donut nut.
I think we got a dozen donuts between the 2 of us.
Nice.
From 3 different donut shops, and
you can come to Richmond. We got a donut shop, and I'm not being racist when you guys listen to this. But
we're talking about Richmond. Yeah.
It is owned by Chinese people, and it literally is called Best Donut. Not the best donut, Best Donut.
In Nicholasville, we got Midnight Donuts, and they're owned by Oriental people as well.
Down in Indianapolis, there is a Chinese restaurant that's called Egg Roll Number 1.
And next to it is donut number 2. He say you're bread runner.
Oh no.
I noticed that. Cracked me up.
That for sure is it. And I'll pass the torch to my bottom right,
Ooh,
to Westman.
to me. Okay. I did a lot of stuff. Played some
What
games.
stuff?
I don't know. I played some games. I played Assassin's Creed. I played some other stuff that I can't really remember what it was.
Was it Origins that you still play?
Yeah. Yep. Hang on.
Nice.
Actually, what did I do? I'm gonna check and see exactly what I was playing. Encoding overloaded. Watch the crash, guys. Watch the crash. Oh no, it's not gonna work here. Oh well, I don't remember what I played. It was mostly Assassin's Creed, and then, God, hey, I played something different. It didn't really go over too well. It was kind of boring, and I don't remember what it was. Then last night I played the Apex Legends, which is the Titanfall developer battle royale. Teams of 3, which I don't like, but
What don't you like about the teams of 3?
I don't know.
Is
I
it
kind of
that
like
it
to be.
forces
I
you
like to.
into it?
Yeah, I like to be able to choose if I want a solo, if I want a duo, whatever.
Uh-huh.
And I think that'll come down the road. I believe that. But other than that, I actually really liked the game. I thought it felt good, played well.
I don't know if that'll come down the road, man.
Don't think so?
I think it's by design.
I
They
think
even
it's by
said that-
design. I
Yeah.
think
Because
they
of
don't like
the
solo.
you'd have
because
a
of
hard
the
time balancing 8 characters if they played solo. Or I assume they're going to release more characters down the line. So I think the game's balanced around the idea of having 3 characters.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
And that's okay. I mean, it was fine. I played with Husker most of the night last night, and we got paired up with a random, and yeah, it did okay. I like it. I'll continue to play it. It's not blowing me out of the water or anything. I think battle royales are kind of like been there, done that now, and I still think PUBG is the best one. But it's also the most frustrating.
I'm just waiting for the Battlefield one.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I thought Apex Legends did a lot of things right.
Oh, I definitely agree. I like it a lot.
I think there were a lot of little tweaks to the system that really worked out well for it. I liked how the armor system worked, where you picked up armor and it got depleted, and you could charge it back up with shield packs instead of having to find brand new armor, which you could do if you didn't have any shield packs, but you can just recharge it. I like the way they deal with permanent death in the game, where you can go to an ally's corpse and you can pick up their banner and get to a place and have them respawn in if you can hold it down while they come in.
Yep.
I think that's really cool and really well done. I like being able to shield while you're down, so you can actually still be of use and take some fire or scout out some
I didn't even get to
information.
try that. I don't.
You
I-
have to pick it
wanna
up.
play it just from hearing about it. I really want to play it.
It's-
Probably
I
I
like
also
it.
thought it was really smooth. I thought it looked really good. I like all the weapon designs are cool, and like I'm gonna say they feel unique. I mean, they
That was
feel
my
unique across each other, not necessarily unique because guns are guns.
Right.
that was my question. I hate to interrupt you there. But
Go for it.
does it feel like it's made by a AAA kind of developer?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
Yes. 100% it does.
Gunplay to me feels like just like Titanfall 2 without wall running or burst jumping.
Yeah, I
Jump
think that's a good
boosting.
too, that you can do that.
You can
Is it?
run up a wall straight to get to
But
like
you
a
can't,
higher
like,
boost,
sideways.
but you can't
Yeah.
run on a wall sideways or anything like
Yeah,
that.
which I think's good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
it's
well,
good
although
balancing.
you can play that one dude who can swing around corners and shit, and that's pretty cool. I think the characters are pretty unique.
Think about the jump master mechanic.
Oh, I think that's cool.
I like it.
I really like that. That helps stay together as a team so much.
What is that?
So when you come in to land, somebody's given jump master, but you can relinquish it to another person. But they pick when you jump out, and they guide everyone down in your group of 3. to
Oh,
land.
is that what I saw? Like one streamer did that, and they had to press F to engage.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you can disengage near the end and separate out, or disengage whenever you want to. But I think that's really cool. I also was a huge fan of how robust I'm gonna call it the spotting system was.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh my god,
Right
is that
bumper
thing
for this,
awesome?
right bumper for that, double right
Yeah.
bumper for enemies. I like it. I
It was
like
really
that a lot.
intuitive, and it was so much better than PUBG. Oh, look, 45 degrees from my position. Instead, you just look there and
you click on, say, a shield or body armor. You right bumper that shit, in my case, and you'll call out armor here on me, and it'll show up
Level 1.
for the people on your team where to go get it. Just the same as it does if there's an enemy that you spotted. I love it.
I loved it so much. Yeah, you just double click and it shows up as an enemy out there on the field, and it puts a little red dot on everyone's HUD right where it was. You can look over there and see it. It was awesome.
The game's got some pizzazz too. Like, I like those big banners hanging up that show your team, like, in the background. Did you ever notice those?
Yeah,
I like that.
And they'll show like the person who's leading in kills or the champion from the previous
And you
game
can see all your team's kills at one time. I saw.
Yeah,
and you have to you can customize your own banner too, as far as like what's displayed. You have to unlock it through
loot boxes.
Yep. So, and loot boxes, you earn plenty of them just playing. So yeah, I like it. I really like it.
I saw, like, I think it was when it just came out, when you were WhatsApping about is, hey, it's gonna be ready to drop. Then I watched, I think, Dr. Disrespect, and their first game they
Did
failed.
he play that shit?
And the second game they actually won, which he was still kind of mediocre at it, which was kind of surprising that he's at a game like something not God mode from the beginning.
Yeah.
And then they joined the third round, and it shows like champions are joining or something, and then like everybody saw like, oh shit, there's people who won the last round, And they were showing up on the banners. I love it. It's kind of like Hunger Games almost.
Yeah,
in a way. I like it.
Yeah, it definitely does the battle royale right with that, where it pops up at the beginning. It's like previous champion, and it'll show up on the screen with the three. If they were
Did you see the finishers?
Dude, I did a finisher. So I have 2 kills in that game, and I got them in the last round I played, and the first one. So we land, and these people show up, and I don't have a gun, and one of my teammates gets dropped, and I just see this dude, so I'm chasing after him. He doesn't have a gun. He's running, so I'm like sliding to get close to him and just punching him right in the ass.
Sliding down hills.
I love
that.
I punch this dude, and he finally decides to turn around and fight me, and I knock him out, and I'm like running around and punching him, and I'm like, oh, press E for a finisher. What the hell is that? So I'm playing the medic chick, and it switches you over to their point of view, so you see yourself from them. And my dude just whips out a baton and then just uppercuts the fuck out of this dude and kills him with the finisher.
So you were the medic chick?
I was the medic chick.
The one with the ID voice?
Yes.
Yay. Me too. I like that one.
That's awesome.
I played her a lot.
It was cool. And then you can unlock a whole bunch of different finishers too. Like, there's cosmetic finishers to change the way it looks. Like, I'm
Nugget.
So once
TJ, are you getting wet yet? He doesn't look impressed. He's impressed. He's impressed.
I'm impressed.
I said it in the chat. I'm pretty sure I sent a message out that said something. No.
Something.
I think it's.
I'm just waiting for my cue to come into what I didn't like about it.
Did you play?
No.
Oh.
I watched people.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Tell us what you didn't like about it.
Yeah.
So the only thing I didn't like, and there may be a counter that I didn't see Wes play, or I didn't see Halifax play, or anybody else that I watched play it, because I wanted to get some time, because I knew I wasn't going to be able to play it with anybody right now. Hopefully Wednesday, I think we were planning on trying to play. But I don't like the fact that unless there's a counter for it, or everybody always has to have that character. Otherwise, if you get down to a 1 team v 1 team, you have that one character that will show everybody on the map and where they're at through buildings, walls, and structures. And I feel like, man, if you don't have that on your team, you get shit all over for the win.
But you have to earn that. You can't just do it whenever.
It charges up over time. Like, I think it takes like 7 minutes for that to come up. So,
So I guess that could be its own counter then. If you use it early on, you might not get it again at the end of the match. Or if you try to hold on to it for the end of the match, you might get killed before you get there.
And I don't know if it's, because the medic chick, her ultimate calls down a care package that has high level defensive gear.
Yes, it does.
So mine dropped, and it had the level 3. It had a level 3 helmet, a level 3 body armor, and a level 3 backpack in it when it came down. Like, that has to, I mean,
Specials
so
are
what
special.
if you know where I am? Because the armor in this game actually fucking matter. Like, yeah, PUBG armor matters, but like if you
Right.
go up level 1 armor versus level 3, if you shoot better, you're probably gonna win. This one, it doesn't feel like that. I do think the armor seems strong. I also don't know what helmets do because they don't add to your armor total.
Headshot protection, maybe from
It must be headshot damage protection. I don't know.
yeah, maybe there's
And
like
so
a
then
rifle that's like one hit or something, and that protects you from.
That was one other thing that I saw in the practice mode. That so when you pick up the shotguns, the reticle for the shotguns when you hit someone shows you the pattern that you hit them with. So if you only hit them with 6 out of the 10 shell or buck that comes out of it, it will show you 6 hit markers within your reticle and the body parts that they hit on someone.
Oh, that's
Oh,
awesome.
what is this?
That's pretty
What?
interesting.
With the shotguns.
I see. I don't think
Because
I
No,
used
go.
a shotgun once or I used a shotgun a couple times. I didn't see that, but do you think that might have anything to do with the way you've got your damage set to display? Because I changed mine from the default.
It might. I know. I saw it. I was watching Lyric play a little bit today, and his shotgun was showing the same thing. So it would show up inside the targeting reticle, and it would have red dots or yellow dots for crits, and it would show up in the form of how the buck came out.
I like that.
I wonder if that's why I heard somebody, and I don't remember who it was, call out to his team, hit right side or hit left side. Maybe your team can focus on hitting that same side. Maybe it will break armor or shield better, easier,
I don't know.
faster.
I don't know about that.
Or maybe they were just saying the person he hit was on the right side.
Yeah, that could have been that. But yeah, it was kind of interesting. I liked it, and I don't know why I liked it. I think it was just flashy, maybe.
Yeah.
And then with that character that shows through the screen, I would be all right with too. If you kill that person, does everybody still get the bonus of them using their special?
Well, it fades.
Yeah,
So
it only
like
lasts.
consider it like a UAV in Call
Right.
of Duty. So only
Okay.
while it's up do you see it. And yeah, I should read it better because I'm not sure if it does all that much. It says it lets them see cold tracks, so old tracks from people, and be able to spot fresh tracks and clues, which I'm not entirely sure what all that means. But
I don't
because
know.
I didn't play that dude.
Yeah, I didn't either. Drift Monkey was playing him last night, and he seemed to like it, but I think it shows like recent footsteps or maybe
Yeah.
old footsteps. I don't know. I don't know what the next level is for that, but I mean, I think all the buffs that they give or the specials are so temporary that so if you see me in a building 150 meters away or 50 meters away, that shit's gonna be gone by the time you get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I thought it was a lot of
think
fun. It was better than I thought it was gonna be, but
I think it looked good. I can't wait to try it out.
let's try it out tonight on the Xbox, guys.
Wish.
Yeah, you gotta get up in the morning. So I played that.
I'll be home early though. So.
There you go. I gotta go to a birthday dinner tomorrow night. Wish I could remember what else I played, but I can't, so it don't matter. But I did
Sea of
watch.
Thieves.
Yeah, played Sea of Thieves. Never want to play it again. However, since they're gonna make that change, pretty wild.
See, I said it looked pretty wild.
Since they're gonna make that change, I might be more inclined to play it again. I just want to touch on that again because I made a tweet about it and I responded to Summit's tweet as well. He's talking about how it was such a bad move and they're making a mistake, and they're not making a fucking mistake. They're not he said, well, they're splitting the community. They're not splitting the fucking community either. They're keeping your community with you and the Xbox community, our community, with us. Just because you're playing Sea of Thieves does not make you the same community. You don't play the same. You don't. Your goals aren't exactly the same. I mean, they could be, but as well as I do, anybody playing that fucking game on PC has got an advantage over people on the Xbox.
Why?
Keyboard and mouse, simple as that.
Well, buy Razor's keyboard and mouse for the Xbox.
Fuck that. I shouldn't have to. I'm playing on Xbox. I want to play against people on Xbox. I didn't get it on PC because I didn't want to play it on fucking PC. So, fine. He can bitch and moan all he wants, and everybody else can too. And a lot of PC people are bitching a fit about it. And I'm sorry. I think they're sad because their easy fucking kills are gone. Their easy kills are gone. They can't roll around and fucking troll everybody because their easy fucking kills are gone. Now they're gonna have to work harder. It's gonna be tougher. There's gonna be less people, and the people that are there are gonna be probably more talented. Might even be some competition for them in viewership. But
and then they should just abandon it and go play a real pirate game called
Amen.
Atlas.
Well, there you go. I don't know about that. Atlas looks fucking terrible.
I have a buddy who has done nothing but play Atlas since it came out
Really?
and fucking loves it.
Does he stream?
No,
I'm surprised.
he does not.
Wow, so it's like doing it voluntarily, not just for views. That's crazy.
Yeah, doing it voluntarily. He's part of some, I don't know, I think he said his corp or whatever has 500 people in it or something like that.
Wow. Whatever works. I played. Yeah, that's about it as far as what I played. I watched. I don't think I watched any TV shows, but I watched some movies. By God, I watched. I don't have my props. I need props. But I don't have my props.
I'll give you some props.
Props
to you.
Give me
Wes.
props to me. So I watched Blade Runner, the final cut, the other day. I thought it was fantastic. It was a lot slower and a lot less complex than what I remembered. Which was fine. I don't feel like it needed to, like, it was kind of like a less is more thing. You got a lot out of just the visuals and seeing, what's displayed on the movie. You don't have to explain everything. You don't have to, tell what every shot is. You're just there in this living, breathing, shit ass world. And, you're kind of soaking things in, and the story was kind of complex, but very minimal at the same time. And I don't know if it's that podcast I was listening to or if it was something else. I really feel like the hero in that movie was the villain.
The podcast does a good job of making you think that. If you...
I feel like
But
Deckard
you always
was
side
the
with the villains.
no. Yeah, well, Deckard was the antagonist or the protagonist, but I feel like the hero of the movie was Roy Batty, Rutger Hauer's character, and it's because what's he fighting for? He wants his people to be free. He just wants them to be able to live life, and at the same time, he saved the guy who is one of his people that is tasked with killing his own people, and he doesn't even fucking know it. And yet he saved him, knowing that the last thing he was going to do before he died was save him. And the little speech that he gave right before he died, man, I was just like, man, I like it. I dig it.
Yeah.
It was so good. And then last night, I watched Blade Runner 2. And it was a lot longer than the first one, and that's not a bad thing. One of the best sequels I think I've ever seen in my entire life. Right up there with The Godfather Part 2, I think. Because everything, like, it could be made, Jesus, what was it? 1982 till now? 40 years later? And it's only set 30 years later. But was Blade Runner, 2049? Everything was exactly as it was in the first one. Like, the way they made it was almost like the same guy picked up the same camera and made what happens next in his story the next day. The way the shots were, the cinematography, the art design, everything was so true to form. Based on what the first movie established, You don't get that anymore. What you get these days is like a fresh reboot or something that kind of similarly looks like the old one, but it's all fast paced with fucking quick music and quick shots and fancy CGI and fights and a little bit of story, and the movie's over in 86 minutes, and you're like, what the fuck just happened? Why did they just ruin my franchise? They didn't do that, man. They were not afraid to let this fucking movie simmer and marinate and take forever on these long, drolling shots of landscapes that you're just like, okay, what's going on here? What's going on here is they're just fucking showing you the landscape, showing you the place, getting you in a mood and a feeling just like the first movie did. For no other purpose than to do it like the first movie did and convey that same feeling that you got the first time you watched it. I thought it was great.
Oh yeah, like, and back to your point of they didn't make it some fast-paced action fest. What, there were 5 action scenes in this 2.5-hour movie?
If that. I don't know that there were that many.
I think so. There's the opening with
you're
Batista.
Right.
And then you've got what came second. You have the landing when he goes to the orphanage.
Yes. That was badass.
Then you've got the Elvis scene.
Mm-hmm. And then them coming through.
Them coming.
And then in the water.
Scene.
Yeah. Okay.
I think you've got those 5. And I would say it's split up halvesies between the start and the finish of the movie.
And
like
the water
that
scene that was my least favorite too.
Really? I like that.
I thought it was well done. I don't know. I think it's partly is because I knew this was the end, you know?
Okay.
And I was kind of dreading what was going to happen, so.
That could be. I don't know. I thought that scene was really well done. I thought it was well shot. I thought it was well paced.
Oh, absolutely.
Everything about that fight scene, which is something that in the podcast the one guy didn't agree with. He thought it was awful. But
really, I didn't finish it all. So.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, there's one guy who just didn't care for that scene, thought it was kind of worthless and way too drawn out, and I didn't feel that at all.
I think the entire movie was drawn out, but it's by design. And I don't think it's necessarily like a detract. Like, I got sleepy at times during it, but anytime you get me sitting down watching a movie, I'm apt to fall asleep. It's like once I hit 40, I'm gonna sit down and watch a.
Yeah.
So, but no, it was drawn out, and I'm glad. I applaud it for being drawn out because they had the balls to make the movie just like the first one was. When, like today, how long was Ready Player One? How long was that movie? Hour and 20-some minutes? Hour and 30 minutes? You get these movies with these really big, complex storylines that you could really expand on and make people have feelings for, and they rush it through in an hour and a half, and people are like, hey, and we're done. And we're like, it was okay.
I think it's a reason for that, though. And it may be my conspiracy theory, but I think it's to bring out another movie. Instead of just giving you instead of giving you all the plot lines and extending them out and adding more into it, they want to bring out another movie.
What if they took the time to make a fantastic movie? Wouldn't there be demand for another one? I think it's because people are less likely to go
audiences. You're when you make a movie that's almost all action, or you don't have to take time to reflect on what the movie was saying or doing. It's just spoon-fed to you. You open it up to a wider audience, and it makes you more money.
Don't like character development.
Yeah.
They like pew-pew reload, pew-pew reload.
They definitely love when their mail's delivered to them, that's for sure.
And I think that's what you get with any other huge blockbuster movie anymore, is you just get spoon-fed action and they tell you exactly what's going on. Like,
I could see it.
Now, so you've seen it, right, Nugget?
Yes.
Okay. So you're familiar with everything we're talking about.
I am familiar. I probably couldn't speak on it by name like you are because you watched it the other day, because I watched it when it came out.
Okay. All right, so time of truth then. We got to throw some nugs. I'm going with solid 8s across the board for 1 and 2, or for Blade Runner, the final cut. I started to watch Blade Runner again today, and I was using Plex from my PC over to my TV, and I guess it counted them as the same movie, and I wasn't sure how to separate the two. I found out later, but I have the theatrical cut remaster downloaded as well, and so I started watching it. And when Harrison Ford started doing his voiceover, I was like, "Oh shit, I got the wrong one." And I'm watching it, and I'm like, "This is kind of cringy." The voiceover was really kind of cringy. They tried to make it like a detective film noir-esque kind of, Philip Marlowe type thing. Just I didn't like it. So I ended up not watching it again. But dude, part of
I'm
me,
pretty sure I gave it 8 as well.
I'm saying like straight up 8s across the board for Blade Runner and Blade Runner 2049, and I could possibly go up to a 9 if I watch it again. I plan on watching it again. I think I have to watch it again.
I think you should sit and finish that podcast, and then I think you should rewatch the movie.
Yeah, I agree. They totally had me on the swerve. I never expected.
Oh my god! Right?
I was when I was in there, and they were the person that they go see at the end.
Pascal, if you're gonna watch this movie, now would be the time to mute yourself.
I'm not gonna spoil anything. I'm not gonna say spoilers.
Okay.
But the person they go see at the end. But when they were with that person earlier in the movie, I was like, can we fucking move this along? I really was kind of.
I got this. Yeah.
I'm like, okay, we need to move this along, and then for the things to turn out the way they did, I was like, I felt like Ryan Gosling. I was fucking goddamn depressed for myself. For a while.
Did you see that swerve, Mister? I foreshadow everything that happens in a movie.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
So they got you too.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it got me.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen very often, and he picks that shit out. He picks that shit out early too. He'll be 15 minutes into a movie. What are you eating? Popcorn? Nice. He'll pick that shit out 15 minutes into a movie and tell you what's going to happen, and you'll be like, whatever, and it does. He's good. He's good at that. Yep.
I have another movie you should put on your watch list.
Okay.
If you haven't already seen it, you need to watch Children of Men.
What is this?
Children of Men is a Clive Owen movie from, what is it, 2000 something. But the premise of it is mankind hasn't had a baby born in like 18 years. Something happened and no one's fertile.
Are they synthetically producing babies? Or?
Nope.
I'm a fertile turtle.
No
so nobody is under the age of 18.
Correct.
That's my kind of place.
The world has
everybody's legal.
It's it's set in the UK. They give you a couple snippets of the UK essentially being the only country left standing.
Really?
And there's a huge refugee crisis going on. It is an amazing movie. It has some incredibly long shot action scenes. And I would say it's very relevant to today's times. And it's worth a watch. It's one of my favorite movies. It's
okay.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite movies. I would say that movie gets a 9.5 out of 10.
Damn. Okay.
Like it's up there with Mad Max.
All right.
Nice.
I'm on it. I will watch it. I watched another movie.
Did you ever watch Mandy? Oh, sorry.
Mandy?
I haven't watched Mandy yet.
Is that the Nick Cage movie?
I was going back through my notes, and we had a big hype on that. Like, it was already rated like a 10 on Rotten Tomatoes.
I have been told by my friend Tyler, my movie buddy, that I'm not allowed to watch it without him.
Okay.
So either I'm gonna have to go down to Arkansas, or he's gonna have to come up here, and I mean,
you all could jackrabbit together.
It. Yeah, we could jackrabbit together. I can't.
You can't take your blindfold off no matter what, or I will hurt you. I watched the motherfucking Bird Box tonight.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Did you out do the Bird Box challenge?
Hell yeah, I fucked my goddamn window up too. No. Dude, I watched How Do You Get a Refund on Xbox? Was it for your stupid dirt bike game? tell them that your kid must have downloaded it and you didn't approve it. Just make sure you say you didn't approve it. Unauthorized would be another good word. I bought the wrong one. That right there is enough. As long as you don't play it for like tons of hours, they'll hook you up, and then they'll tell you it's the only time they're ever going to do it. But whatever. Anyway, I watched the Bird Box. Man, people,
from Drift Monkey live chat there.
Yeah. If you wonder sometimes when we get sidetracked and we're just talking about weird shit, that's because you're not joining us live and participating and chatting to us on mixer.com/WestmanY2K. Yeah, so do that on Tuesday evenings live, like where we are right now. Yeah. So I watched the Bird Box. Man, people be what the fuck was that?
Did you watch thing Quiet Place too?
No, I didn't watch that. It's on my list. I got a list. I've got. Where are you going? He's cold.
Always get cold.
Yeah, I'm cold. And last night I went to bed cold and I got yelled at and hit.
Don't touch me. It's too cold. Why would you do that? Yep.
No, I fall on my side of the bed.
I'll start this again because I can't get it out. I watched the motherfucking Bird Box with Sandra Bullock.
God, I love her.
What did you guys give that game?
Let me look back through here.
Oh man, I don't remember.
You're not gonna like it.
I give it a 7.
I was probably like a 5 or a 6, I bet.
You gave it a 6?
I gave it a 6 as well. I enjoyed it, don't get me wrong, but I gave it a 6.
Why did you give it a 6? What do you think?
I can't remember.
Well, no, like if you think about it now, like what didn't you like about it?
Because Quiet Place, I think, was one of the reasons too. Even though the book was there before, but you said like it kind of feels like Netflix take on Quiet Place.
I remember that.
I did just because I didn't think it was that solid of a movie. I thought they were over dramatic in their acting.
Yeah, I think that was
like my biggest thing.
I'm just gonna call you out on that. Well, I don't know about the music. I didn't. Man, that's a decent point. I didn't notice really anything with the music. The overacting, I don't feel that way at all. I thought I thought it was great. I thought they were fine. John Malkovich is fucking John Malkovich. He was a bald-headed drunk asshole, and I think he pulled it off just fine.
I think it was not over the top.
He was over the top.
He was supposed to be over the top.
I'm telling you right now, like, if you're coming into my house because shit's going down, I'm not coming straight at you with my shotgun, like, ready to fucking murder you.
His wife just fucking walked into a burning car and got in the motherfucker because of her.
Not that woman out there.
Hey, that is his problem.
Died for you. That was my wife. Tell me that wasn't some.
I didn't have a problem with the delivery.
I understand it's John Malkovich, and that's how the dude does his thing. But like,
what did you want him to do? Cry?
Yes,
I just wanted something more heartfelt.
He was mad.
But even then, I mean, I don't know.
Mad at her for going into a flaming car.
The way he delivered it. Like, holy shit, man! Like, that was
as someone else who has a delivery problem, I'm with John Malkovich on this one. Fuck you guys.
I'm mad at you because my wife walked into that burning car.
Let me out of the garage. I told you this guy's an asshole. I'm sorry. I was with John Malkovich every step of the way.
I'm not saying I wasn't with John Malkovich.
You just don't like the way he talked.
Maybe he could have changed the way he acted.
Maybe they could have directed him in a different direction.
Yes, maybe they could have directed him differently. Is what I'm saying. Like that, and then Sandra Bullock. Don't you take this blindfold off.
That was once. It was in the beginning to get your attention. I will hurt you. I thought it was a good movie. I was surprised. I would really like to know what the hell the thing was. That was kind of weird. And it's kind of weird that it has a different effect on the mentally unstable folk. Kind of makes them like I don't know.
I feel like
it was just weird though because it's just like The Happening.
I didn't
No,
see
and
the
that's what-
happening.
that was
But that
wind-
movie, I didn't see
the
the
wind
happening.
moves
And the
and
leaves and the
blows.
whispers.
Yeah, and it was the same thing.
I feel like that's the thing. The movie didn't know what it wanted to be. Like, is it going to be a happening? Is it going to be a quiet place? It was like kind of like in the middle. It got all this
Well,
inspiration.
coming from someone who hasn't seen either one of those, I thought it was a good movie. I didn't think it was a great movie, but I thought it was better than people shit all over that movie right now. And I'm sorry.
I mean, a 6
It was
is
average.
still a
I'm not
good
talking
story.
about you all. I'm not talking about you all. I'm just saying, like, people just give it a bunch of shit because I guess it's popular, but I liked it, and I tell you what, part of that movie, through a certain portion of that movie, was a straight up fucking murder fest. People got just, oh my god,
With
scissors to the
that
chest, and Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, crazy.
I thought it was when I don't remember his name, the black dude comes out of that house and blasts all
Yes,
those
that too.
mentally handicapped
That too.
suckers. Hot damn.
Yep.
Just fully blindfolded. I thought they were gonna get him with that pokey stick and grab the shotgun away, and he just like, nope, boom.
I thought they were gonna fucking jerk his. I thought they were gonna hook his eye.
Right?
Oh.
But no, he's just like, fuck that, I'm gonna shoot 3 you assholes blindfolded, and then I'm just gonna take the blindfold off after.
I think the
A
first guy he
routing-
shot was UFC fighter Keith Jardine. By the way, it really was. I like that movie. I was surprised. I was expecting to say, 5, 6, like you all. I want to go 7, but at the same
what I
time,
meant.
I want to go a little higher because I enjoyed it more than I thought.
Oh.
I can't.
Just because you enjoy something doesn't mean it gets.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
score.
So here's the thing: if you watch A Quiet Place and The Happening, like if you just watch those movies in the future, you will go back and be like, okay, Bird Box now gets a 6 or a 7. Like you will not go higher than that.
I'll give it a 7 for now. I'll give it a 7. It's not an 8. I can't throw it up with an 8.
It's not a bad score.
No, it's not.
IMBD is 6.7, so
Yeah, I think like 2 or 3 would be bad, or 4 would be even like But
yeah.
I think
you're
6
nowhere
or
near
7, it's
Rampage.
it's like above average. I mean, if 5 is like mediocre, I mean 6 or 7 is pretty good still.
Yeah, you're exceeding.
I just said that lady she's like, come on, get up, you're pregnant. Mom? No, Mom, don't go. And she just goes and she walks and she gets into the fucking burning ass car that's on fire. And I'm just like, oh, fuck.
That's where you would like The Happening. A lot of stuff happening in The Happening, especially in the beginning.
That's the M. Night Shyamalan with Wahlberg?
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
really
I like-
good though.
My
I've
favorite
got
was
it.
in the
I've
field
never
with
watched
that,
it.
like, with the corn husking machine. or
Oh
whatever.
yeah,
The guy's like,
pretty eerie.
So that is it for me. 2 8s and a 7 with Blade Runner, and Bird Box.
I'm just gonna say I'm upset that you would put Bird Box within 1 point of either Blade
That's
Runner
the
movie.
thing, is like, I don't think it's, to me, 6 is a terrible score.
The bell
Six
curve,
is-
man.
6 is above average. 5, if it's between 1 and 10 and you're on a 5, you're average.
If you're in school and you get a 5, you fail.
I mean, I can't argue with that.
That's the way I
Alright.
look at it, I look at it like 70 is a low C. 60,
Maybe-
65
maybe
is
we need to get
the
into-
last
did
passing grade.
numbers. I don't know A and F and whatever. I did numbers. 1 was good, 6 was bad.
God damn.
Fucking golf.
When I was in school, it was 92 to 100 was an A.
So I guess what we need to do is sit down and come up with whatever these scores are going to mean. Like, I think I've said that before because we're getting really confusing.
It's all arbitrary. It's whatever.
Well, it is, but at least we can like announce it and be like, on these scores, this is what we
Right.
mean. So nobody,
Well-
so the Wesses of the world aren't going, well, you just gave it an F. You just failed that motherfucker at a 60%.
Well, that's what a 6 is. It's 6 out of 10. That's 60%.
You make it too complicated though. It's not.
I guess I'm just workerized.
I make it complicated.
Yeah, you make it
Less-
too complicated. I mean, here's the thing. 10 is badass. You need to watch it. One of the best movies of all time. 1 is like, avoid that with, don't even watch it. So 5 is like in the middle, like, okay, it has its flaws, but it's, it's still okay to watch. And 6 is like, you know what? It's a little bit better.
Okay,
than
well,
that. It's
blame
like
the American public school system. I'm sorry. 50% sucks ass. I'll try to. I'll change my. Damn it! All right, well then it's a
We're going
6.
Common Core math, okay? Common Core math.
Yeah, no, that's the thing, and that's why I couldn't dare bring it to be like an 8 because it's not on the same level of Blade Runner.
That's why you've always been confused when I give like a certain movie
Not
a 9 and a certain
confused.
movie a 7. You're always just like, what?
Well, 9 is like an A almost, close. A 7 is like close to close to an F.
Yeah, but that's not how the scores work in movie
Who
ratings.
says?
Every movie rating. Yeah, it's basically it's kind of like almost like a paint scaler. Like,
so if we go to IGN.com right now and they give a movie a 6 out of 10, you're telling me that's an above average score?
Yeah, because they do it after, like, it's the same kind of principle when you go to a doctor. Like, let's say they ask you, so on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad
much
is
pain
your
are you in?
Yeah, that's what they goes by, and they don't do it like, well, I have 45% pain.
Oh, that body's failing.
No, you say 9. Give me them pills.
So that is just like a simple way of looking at it.
It's percentiles like with a baby's weight or something like that.
Okay.
You're the 50th percentile. You're just average.
Well, I mean, I'm thinking we're grading, we're scoring, so whatever. I'm sorry for being illogical.
Don't be logical here. This space, like this place, is not logical.
This isn't Star Trek.
Captain, the tricorder says that 60% of my podcast people are assholes. No. So yeah, that's what I did this week, and I had a damn good time watching movies.
It'd
honestly,
75%.
Because I don't. Fuck you.
The school system was bad, right? 50%.
I don't watch movies that often, so watching 3 in a week was a lot for me, and I enjoyed it. So I'm gonna kick it over to asshole.
What up,
TJ?
What up?
What he did all week?
Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one.
Big
And
ones.
some of them stink.
Yeah,
I just took a shower while we were late
Quote of the day.
because my asshole stank.
So I playing catch up.
Did you play
just a little
PUBG?
bit. I'll get to that. I want to knock out a couple other things just in life. I did this week a thing called Her Night, KNIGHT. It was a daddy-daughter dance.
Hell yeah!
They had food. You guys should check that out if you ever have a daughter. It might be something you're interested in. They donate a lot of money to charities with this event. So I took Miriam and we had a good time dancing. There's a video on Facebook out there of me singing some Taylor Swift while I'm dancing with Miriam. So
Nice.
yeah, so that was one thing I did. And then we also signed Miriam up to be an extra in The Stand-In.
What?
Drew Barrymore will be coming to film parts of her movie The Stand-In in Lexington. And
Hell
so
yeah.
Belinda signed Miriam up for an extra. So hopefully we can get in there. And if we do, maybe we'll see us and Miriam will be famous.
Nice.
But that's all the random stuff I did. So I watched... I'll get into the games first because there wasn't that many. So I played PUBG. We've already talked a little bit about that, so I can burn through that. There's just some new guns, or a new gun introduced, the Bison. It's a 9mm submachine gun. Holds 53 rounds, and it is bad ass.
And on a buffalo.
I buffaloed some level 2 vest off of dudes with a 9mm submachine gun. Yeah, it will eat you alive if you can keep it on the person. You can't put an extended mag on it. I think you can put a barrel attachment. You can't put anything else on it. And they added canted sights to the gun, so you guys might be interested in that too. Especially those who like to use like a certain one gun for everything. Like I can sometimes use the M4 and switch a 4X to a red dot and just use that gun. Now you can add a canted sight, which pretty much you can have the 4X on it. And on the canted sight, it's a holographic sight. So then you just tilt your gun sideways, and you're using your holographic sight to shoot people now. And
Nice.
untilt it, and you're back to the 4X.
You can do that in Battlefield or Call of Duty, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So apparently the Bison came from, there was CS:GO had the Bison, but it was like the shittiest gun ever. So people were really scared of how it was going to be on PUBG.
Battlefield 2 also
Oh, Battlefield 2, okay.
had
So
the Bison. It was
I don't know how it was on there. I didn't see.
gun.
Okay. So they were a little worried, but I tried it out. I got a few kills with it, and I enjoyed it. It shot very well. Something I've complained about. I know Zach probably won't complain as much because sometimes he has a hard time hearing footsteps. So they have upped.
Sometimes
Okay, all the time.
I'm basically deaf.
So they've upped the volume on things. So it helped out. I actually heard Zach go, "I hear a dude." So I was like, "Oh shit, yes." So we had an extra form of communication between the two of us. But a grenade that was like half a mile away, when it exploded, sounded like it exploded on top of you. Like you're like, oh, that's just 20 yards this way. Let's go investigate it, and you realize it was actually like 200 yards, 300 yards away. The same with the shooting. So the sounds have intensified, and it's making it very difficult to locate people now that you've been used to locating people from sound. I think that's all I got on that. Oh, so what else did we do? I don't think I did anything else. I'll jump into a new one that's new for me. So I haven't raged out in a long time to music. I've just sort of listened to like country, rock, anything that's on the radio. I just sort of leave it and listen.
Country makes me want to slit my throat these days. I don't know what it is.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I have no idea. I could just listen to anything. It doesn't really, I just like music. But I listened to, I was in a mood, so I looked up on Google Play Eminem. I wanted to hear, I missed some Slim Shady. So he had a album release last year, Kamikaze.
Yeah.
I've listened to the album twice. Once yesterday and once today, driving, back and forth to work and over to pick up Miriam, and I really enjoy it. But I've noticed in a lot of his songs, he was bitching about 2017 album Revival. And so I was like, well, I got to go check this out. Holy moly, I understand why people were upset.
I thought that album was okay.
It was okay because he was with people like Beyonce, Ed Sheeran.
I really like that song.
It was out of his normal, and I think that's what people were upset about. Was like, this isn't Slim Shady, but I'm okay with that if you want to try to change it up every once in a while. There's nothing wrong with that. But man, when I listened to that and then I went back as the second time and listened to Kamikaze, I was like,
he brought that fucking fire, man. He was heated.
Eminem, there's my Slim Shady. So I don't know. We never really. I think Zach is usually the music man, going to all the concerts and everything. So I was like, I want to talk about that because I didn't realize that there was so much controversy in 2017 after that. He released.
He came out with that album really out of nowhere. Nobody knew it was coming. He didn't announce it or anything. One day he tweeted that it was available Friday, and people were like, "What the fuck?" And it was all like almost the entire album is basically him bitching. Well, not bitching, but attacking or firing back on reporters and shit for all the shit that he said about his last album, and how they're like, "Well, you can't say that about me." And he's like, "Why? You motherfuckers say that shit about me every goddamn album, so fuck you."
And I loved it, yeah, because there was one reference where he's like, the media, and they could go put some meat in their mouth.
And yes, I mean eating a penis.
Yeah. I was like, yes.
That was my favorite line of the entire album. He's like, and yes, I mean eating a penis. And I'm like, oh my God.
But you could just hear it in his voice, man. He was on fire. Like, it was what you were used to in 2001, 2002, when he first started getting out there and everybody was like, Jesus, we're all going to fucking hell for listening to his music.
That first song on there, it's really, really long, and it covers a couple of different beats, and man, he is just and it's all on point. It rhymes.
I'm going through the alphabet, and he does it, man. It was a well put together album. I've listened to it twice now in 2 days, so I'm enjoying it. I'll probably listen to it tomorrow on the way to work.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's a good record. Man.
Yeah. So
you should also check out a rapper called NF if you like that.
NF, like just Nora Frank.
Yeah, like Nora Frank. Just the letters NF. Got 3 albums out. He's a Christian rapper, so you won't hear a lot of cussing, but he's every bit as talented as Eminem, and good shit. I like it.
Especially his first album. First two.
Hey, you're talking to somebody who grew up on Christian music and had to find like the rap music, like
You're not gonna hear him.
supertones and
Yeah, he's
so
not
I can
gonna.
You
understand.
wouldn't know it was Christian music if it wasn't
Yeah.
labeled that way.
His topics are like completely.
I think at
different
one
from
point Creed was listed as a Christian band as well. So
yeah.
Yeah, we don't talk about Creed.
I talk about Creed. I fucking loved Creed.
I hate them so much.
Yeah, but you know what? Nobody hated them when they were popular, did they?
I did. I like the ones that came after them. Alter Bridge. They're awesome.
I listened to a
I
little
mean,
bit of Alter
you know,
Bridge.
the sad thing is when
Did
Creed
you know-
when Creed was popular, they were cool. And when Creed got unpopular, kind of saw the rise of Nickelback. And I'm sorry, fucking Nickelback sucks.
Thank you.
Look at that photograph.
Is that Nickelback?
They got it. Yes, it was.
Okay.
They got a couple of cool
This
songs,
is
but fuck
how you're
Nickelback,
funny.
man. They need to bring back Hootie and the Blowfish.
Hey,
I love
Creed.
Hootie.
He's in the country. He's in the country
He's
music.
Hootie's coming out.
Darius Rucker.
They're going on tour. They're going on tour again, and they're making a new album right now. Actually,
Cool. He put together. He did a remake of Old Crow Medicine Show.
Dude,
Rock
he's
Me Mama
done
Like a
Wagon Wheel.
Wheel.
Yeah, he's done so many
I've
good
heard that.
country albums. He's actually the first black guy inducted to the was it Grand Ole Opry. Yep, I saw that dude. He
Shoot, yeah.
cried. He cried when they brought him up there. Anyway, sorry,
He
Pascal.
deserved
Go
it.
ahead.
He deserved it.
Oh hell yeah!
I just had like a music suggestion for you since you like Guns N' Roses so much. There's a Alter Bridge singer with Slash, and they're on tour. Or they were on tour and did like a lot of original songs.
About
they
Miles
also
Kennedy.
they covered Guns N' Roses. I'm like, man, that dude can actually sing live.
Miles Kennedy's all right.
I mean, that was my biggest. I wish I would have gone to the. I think one concert you have been with Guns N' Roses. I think one of
so
the newer
good.
one.
Me and TJ went
Because
to that.
the ones that I saw on YouTube, like the older ones, man, Axl Rose sounds like shit.
He sounded better in this one than he did in the old
That's
ones,
why I
man.
said, yeah. That's why I said, like, you know, like that's where I should have probably gone or like listened to.
See,
that
I don't
one.
think. I think it was such a rockin' atmosphere. I don't think anybody gave a fuck, really.
Yeah.
But
Speaking of Slash, did you all see the YouTube video of him and BB King jamming down
is it new?
together?
BB
I
King's
don't know. I just
dead.
saw it. It just popped up on my Facebook, and I
Didn't
was
BB
like,
King
wow.
die?
But I've never seen them jam together. I was just saw it on Facebook, and I was like, wonder, like, they sounded really good jamming together. I don't know if you ever seen it or not, being a Guns N' Roses fan.
I've seen him with BB King. I don't know if I've seen that particular video. Yeah.
Gotcha.
What else, Nugget?
And, I don't know if you nerds are ready. I know a lot of you have fallen off with The Walking Dead. But
It's coming back. I'm excited, and I haven't seen it in 3
Sunday.
seasons.
It's back on, so
I think I'm 3
I'm
seasons
excited
behind.
because, oh, you will be ready to gouge your eyes out with the last season before this one, and then the start of this one. But then in the middle, they pick up, and I'm ready to see what's going to go down.
So should I start tomorrow morning? Just get up, get like a bunch, go to the store and buy some fucking Red Bull, and just power
Yeah, you
through a
need
couple
to.
seasons.
Yeah, the last season will be, I think, the roughest. I was almost not a Walking Dead fan anymore.
I haven't watched it since Negan bashed people's brains in. It was the first
Oh.
episode of like season 6 or
Yeah.
7.
No, you're good on that. Yeah, whatever. I don't know what we're on, 10, 9.
9, I think.
But 9, so 8 is rough. 9 starts out rough, but then they start going into some stuff and it just goes, blows your freaking mind. So that was starting next Sunday, and then obviously Game of Thrones in 2 more months.
I'm
4/17 will be the season or the series finale.
We'd have a watch party.
No.
We could rabbit. We could jackrabbit.
Pascal used to come over to my house and watch it.
Every Sunday.
TJ was supposed to, but I don't think he
More
ever
like
did.
Dude,
Jackrabbit.
we had a child.
Sound like
with,
somebody I know. I got kids. I got a family now.
That's right. I got a little girl. So
Got a-
into oh so into the movies that I actually watched. I just wanted to tell you nerds about those dates because I'm excited. Me and Belinda watched a Netflix original, Polar. Polar. It is based off a graphic novel, a comic novel, and it's about hitmen, I guess, that are hired to take people out. Something goes awry, and apparently the company that hires these, it's an actual company that employs these hitmen, and they have like a rule after a certain age, you can no longer be a hitman for them anymore. You retire, and they match your pension, your retirement fund that you keep through them. So you give them money, your money, to retire on. They match it when you leave at this certain age. Well, I guess they go to sell the company, but the people who want to buy it know that there's so much money that's going to be tied up in it with all these pensions, so they send the younger hitmen to kill all the people before they retire.
Best way to do it.
Yeah,
That
so they don't
sounds
lose.
interesting.
It's a solid business model.
They get all the retirement money that they put into it, and they don't have to pay the matching bonus. So they make money off of that. I don't want to get too much further into that plot line, but I will tell you there is a big twist. I won't tell you when it happens, but when it does, you just go, shit, I didn't see that coming. And it got me. It got me. I didn't figure that one out. They played it off so well. It has a cameo in the beginning with Johnny Knoxville. I haven't seen him in anything in a while, and it was funny to see him. You were going to say something, sir?
I was just going to ask when you were done talking about that movie, if you're done. Just because we're on movies, does anybody know there was a trailer for a Ghostbusters movie that just came out, and there was a trailer for what appears to be like a new Suicide Squad-esque movie that just came out? Does anybody know if any of both of those are real?
Probably. I haven't seen anything real on the Ghostbuster ones. I'm starting to begin to think it's fake because it died off so fast.
Have you seen the thing with Harley Quinn there sitting next to you? Have you seen the trailer with her?
Mm-mm.
Oh shit! I wish I could remember what it's called. It's not Suicide Squad, but something. And it was short and sweet, but definitely, I think it was her. And it looked real, but these little bitty teasers that are only like 30 seconds long now, you're like, I don't know if this is real or fake. Okay. Yeah. Well, never mind. Forget I asked. Edit, delete. Yeah. Continue.
So, Polar, I'm throwing out there. I'm giving it a 7. What happened to?
I don't know. He's editing himself.
Oh, okay. Okay. So then next, it's all good. Drift, all good. We finished The Punisher season 2. I know I told you I could probably already give it a 9 last week, and I'm going to stand firm at 9. And I'm starting to realize a theme in. Let me circle back to Polar. I like how they do the comic introductions. Anytime you watch a comic movie, sometimes they introduce people in like a comic book way, like a still shot of them doing something. They sort of do that. It reminded me of Borderlands.
Gotcha.
Like how they would introduce like Tiny Tina.
And there was a guy that streamed Darkest Dungeon that Zach was talking about earlier. And when he would stream that, he had these custom-made intros for the characters. Like he would name the characters after the people in his stream, and so, but he would I don't know where he got the animations for them, but it would be like a template, and he could put their name on top of it or whatever, and it would have this badass intro that's very much kind of like what you're talking about, and he'd pick the custom music for it and all that shit. It would just make his stream so much more interesting than just playing the game.
That's really cool.
Oh, dude, it was fucking fire as shit. And if I could have ever brought my balls up in me enough to ask him how the fuck he did it, I probably would have been streaming Darkest Dungeon and copying that, but I don't like to copy people, so I didn't do it.
Upper quiz.
But it was fun. I didn't copy that. It got copied. Anyway, but yeah, that just reminded me of that, so I figured I'd blah blah blah. And I talked too much. I'm sorry.
I think that's the premise of this. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, so I like the little intros when they did that. I thought it was pretty neat introducing the different hitmen. So the next two things, Punisher, I'm sticking with a 9, and I'm telling you, I'm a firm believer that in movies and TV shows, I am noticing a trend, and I pointed out a second ago, and I think Wes said, well, I sort of get that. If you have a good soundtrack, I think I automatically give you 2 extra points.
Hey, it's part of the visual arts. I know visual kind of goes against it, but audio visual, how's that? Dude, is your grading scale the same for movies and TVs? Like, because 9's high. You don't give anything a 9.
I gave Haunting of Hill House a 10.
How many movies have you watched? 30, 40? How many things you've
started?
I'm saying, yeah, how many things have you graded that got a 9, okay? Like maybe 2.
Right.
So what I'm saying is, you're saying The Punisher is almost as good as The Haunting of the Hill House or whatever movie you would have given a 9. Like, it's that.
Like Tag. I think I gave Tag a 9. But I laughed my ass off through the whole fucking movie. But that movie also reminded me of my childhood. So,
But I
9 is so high. It seems so hard to get a 9 out of you. So what you're telling me is, if I had the same experience as you, this would be one of the best TV shows I ever watched in my fucking life.
It better be.
I mean, is it for you?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I'm asking.
I mean, I absolutely enjoyed it. Yeah.
We never really got to that really quick. So just to put in perspective, what would Game of Thrones get to for you?
Ooh, good question. Like, I'll tell you next fucking November.
Well, see, and then I'm also like, the TV shows are hard too because I'm trying to combine seasons.
Yeah, no, I'm with you there.
I'm talking like Punisher 1 and 2 can still pull that 9. So Game of Thrones, I would put up there. I would give Game of Thrones a 9 easily.
Yeah,
Maybe even.
too.
I mean, because there's been some ups and downs through the seasons of that. So,
like Game of Thrones season 1, 10.
Oh yeah, easily but that's where they introduce it. Zach's like, no.
The little elf thing he just did. What the fuck?
So, yeah, I give Punisher season 2 a 9. Music beat the hell out of people in the best ways ever. Ways that I've never could imagine beating the hell out of somebody. Cringe worthy. Makes you like the hair on your neck and your arms stand up when somebody gets a beat down the way they do.
Hi kids, do you like violence?
Yeah. You want to put 9-inch nails through each one of your eyelids?
Yay!
Shane does. Good. Whoa.
Oh, there's a pig on the
There
screen.
is. That's a weird 2019. Sweet. Thanks for the sparks.
I was a young warthog.
God.
Pumbaa?
Pumbaa?
So and then the last thing I watched, and we'll finish my thing out. Supernatural. I've seen episodes, and you're about to be pissed off.
Oh, I like it. I have
seen episodes out of order on that show and not really been interested in it. But then Pascal moved in with me, and he watched it like it was a church service, and so then I started getting into it. I was like, I'm sort of digging some of these like plot lines that they had with the different types of, whether it be a ghost, a demon, a werewolf, a vampire, a whatever. And I was like, okay, but I never really picked it up. So then I picked it up. I went to season 1, episode 1. I was like, I'm going to sit down and watch this. I watched 11 episodes in one day. So I spent 11 hours watching season 1 and then realized, holy shit, there's like 25 episodes.
Pascal's going to shed a tear right now.
Oh, he's getting ready to. He's getting ready. He's waiting for that. He's waiting for that nug. I'm going to rate it a nug right now. I don't give a shit. I'm not even finished. I'm going to give it a nug. So I got to episode 15. I watched 15 tonight before we got on.
Jesus Christ, we went from 11 to 15 already?
Yeah. So this has me hooked. Let me tell you. Let me tell you right now. You want to hook me in? You have a good soundtrack. You have a real hard soundtrack. You get a good soundtrack. Now, the Supernatural's got something else going for it that gives me a half chub.
The car?
They got, I'm assuming, it looks to be about
a car with a trunk full of guns.
Chevy Nova running a small block 327 or 350 because it sounds just like my truck.
And it's got a trunk full of fucking guns.
And you got guns, motherfuckers. And the other thing I like about it is seeing how people's acting changes. Yes, we all watch actors do different roles, but sometimes some actors and actresses don't get a lot of credit that play in TV series. So John Winchester, Negan from The Walking Dead,
the dad,
dude. Yes, the dad. He is like a little Care Bear in the beginning, clean shaven, soft spoken. And going from that and beating the hell out of somebody with a baseball bat till their eyes pop out and going, little pig, let me in. He went two different ranges, and I like to see that. I love to see him, and I didn't realize.
I mean, that's kind of what actors are supposed to do.
Yeah, but man, sometimes I feel like when you see a Nicolas Cage movie, you've seen them all.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
Sure,
I don't think anybody
He's got
aspires to be
72
Nick Cage. They
right,
should, though.
but I'm just saying, like, from seeing this, and I don't know when. So it's what, 15 seasons right now?
14,
they
I
have a
think 13
lot.
or 14, yeah.
13. So that's him acting 13 years ago. Just that was. You would think you would see the same character.
Have you seen him since the first episode?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
A couple times.
Okay, because I'm on like 7 or 8. And...
Well, the cool thing is like the first season is probably the slowest. But the cool thing is they have like sometimes like filler episodes, you know, they are not really to the main plot. But the cool thing is about the show is like, let's say in season 3, there's like things happening, and then they get like this is like massive reveal of like something like minor, and you're like, oh shit, that was that in season 1, and you're like, what?
They just did that in
Something.
episode 15.
Yeah,
They just did this in the last episode where they brought back something from the beginning that was big, and then it was.
It's just like fucking. Come on, it's just like X-Files.
it's not
It
though.
is. It is.
No,
You've got your
it's
lore. You've got your lore episodes, and you've got your fucking Monster of the Week episodes.
No, especially
Yes.
not.
Yes. I'm not. I've only
The
seen.
formula-
I've only seen 8 episodes of it, and I'm calling it already.
In the beginning, Pascal,
In the beginning,
I agree with Wes. In the
Yeah.
beginning,
I haven't seen past the first season.
Yeah.
in the first
Yeah.
season,
Okay.
100%.
No, I agree. Yeah,
it
no, I
follows
agree.
the X Files.
Okay. Well, that's all I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Which is a good. It's a good formula.
Yeah. Well, what surprised me though is Nugget said
Yeah.
something. TJ said something that where I was just like, wow, like he's gonna love the past seasons, like 2, 3, especially 4 and 5. He said the acting like between the brothers is really good. Like, dude, like it gets like if you think that is good, because my girlfriend said the acting is kind of weird, and she had a point in the beginning. They're kind of weak.
I'll
But in the,
second
like,
that.
In the like later on, like season 4 or 5, you'd be like,
best.
I'll
in the, like
what?
like the acting.
Cheese
If you think
fest,
the
man.
acting is
like, it's so cheesy.
Yeah.
if you think the acting is good now or you like it gets you hooked, later on you will be like, I don't know, ultra hooked. I don't know.
It
because then
doesn't get me hooked. I think Pascal's like, you motherfucker, you cut me off again.
No.
I like, dude, the younger brother gets on my fucking nerves. His acting is kind of shit sometimes. The older brother, Dean, I think, the cool
He's
one,
hilarious.
dude is a fucking baller. He was on Days of Our Lives. I remember him from Days of Our Lives when I used to have to watch that shit when I was younger. That dude, but them together, they have a real chemistry that I don't think you find in many shows, and that shit makes it fucking special. And
they're
if
like real life, like really big friends too. Like,
are
they're
they really?
close.
It makes sense because if they could just like if the younger brother, and I've only seen part of the first season, not even quite half of it. If he gets his shit together in the acting pool, that'd be great because they already have good chemistry. It's just sometimes he's a little fucking cringy.
Yeah, no, it gets better. Like I think his acting is like you're gonna like, especially in season 5, he's gonna play a little different role, and man,
It turns bad, I guess.
it's gonna be good.
So the older brother, his name's Dean, right?
Yeah,
he can
hilarious.
carry the show. He's got the chops to carry the show. So if the brother comes along and he does well and the stories are good, I expect it's gonna be a great show. I need to watch a lot more of it. So
it's there. I'm already predicting.
There is like a little, now it's not really recommended, I guess, but there's like a list of like a hardcore Supernatural fan that listed off, okay, like which one episodes you can skip that have no plot lines in it.
thing they do for the X-Files, by the way.
Right, and that's why I didn't disagree with you. They may,
I'm not skipping anything.
right, but it says like, okay, you can skip episode 1 or 2, 3 or 4, and then but watch the last 5 minutes of that episode, which it kind of defeats the purpose. But I think
There
it
are
takes
so
away from the
many, like
experience.
TV Guide a couple years ago printed this like multi-page thing of, I guess it was when the X-Files was coming back out, of like what episodes you had to watch for like basically all the lore episodes.
Yeah.
And then which ones you should watch if you have time, and which ones you could skip because they didn't really contribute to the overarching story. Did I say arcing? I don't know.
Arc.
But I feel like you shouldn't skip anything because
I
it
wouldn't.
kind of
Yeah, what's the
because
point?
you kind of that helps you grow in characters,
So what I need to do then, what I need to do is I need to quit watching new shit. I need to fucking catch up on The Walking Dead. I need to watch Supernatural. And I need to watch the X-Files because I still haven't finished the X-Files from a really, really long time ago, and I've got them
I mean,
all.
if you watch Supernatural and you're not like really like hooked by it, just watch one episode a night. It's 40 minutes. 45.
Yeah, you don't have to work 11
And
hours.
then
you don't have to watch
you'll
11
never
hours.
catch up.
You never know.
But then he might get to a part where he gets hooked.
Yeah,
You know, like,
it might give me a supernatural boner, and then I'm like, fucking 12 episodes in a day, baby.
Yeah. So what is your rating?
And then I call
right
a doctor.
Oh, yeah. So Supernatural already, I'm just going to throw it out there, man. It's a solid 5. I just want to look. He's about to cry.
I'm like, are you fucking kidding
Wow,
me?
that must be a good 5 to watch 11 episodes so quick, or 15.
Yeah, no, I'm throwing it up there. It's a 9. It's a solid 9.
Whoa!
I'm hooked,
And
man.
you
It's
haven't
good.
seen shit yet.
I know.
Yeah, it's
I think
gonna
they
turn
can. I
into-
think
So
they
how
can
much
get
of it
to
have
a
you
10.
seen, Zach?
Up to season 12,
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think. What are they on right now?
I think now, I think they're on 13, and they're actually.
Okay, then I've seen to 10,
Ooh, look at the light.
right?
Let there be
I think
light.
I've seen to season 10.
Look at those big blue eyes and that weird Navajo sweater. Looks like you got that shit from Arizona.
But yeah, I'm giving it a 9. I think, and if they're going to get any better, I think they can get me to a 10. Probably not
Really?
this season.
Jesus.
Probably not this season. But if
That's
they're
a-
saying like
that's
by
a-
season, if I think 9 right now and wait till season 4 or 5, I think they could push it into a 10.
Some lofty ass expectations.
Hey, I'm not the one giving the expectations.
You're the one giving. Well,
I gotta know. Typity type, and I'm typing.
I mean, what do you give The Walking Dead start through now?
Start.
Because I think you're
through
about to.
now?
Yeah, I think you're about to tell me that Supernatural is better than The Walking Dead, and I don't believe that.
Oh, it is.
Start till now.
Yeah.
I think I just gave it.
No, you did Game of Thrones.
Nope, I've
No,
definitely
but,
seen
like,
all of season
you're-
10.
3 podcasts ago, I gave The Walking Dead a 7.
Okay,
From here to now,
I'm adjusting my. I'm just trying to adjust my.
he's calibrating his levels.
I'm calibrating my anticipation. Okay.
he's calibrating. So 345,000 people on IMDb gave it an 8.5.
Gave what an 8.5.
It's averaging. Supernatural is averaging 8.5. I gave it a 9. If you round up a 5, it goes to a 9.
Nobody asked you what the fuck everybody else gave it, but okay.
So, well, no, but that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see how far off was I from
Right.
anything else.
Okay.
But now I'm just curious about The Walking Dead.
Looks like I'm going to be on Rabbit instead of streaming for the next 6 months.
Maybe I was right.
I like your new beanie look, by the way, Pascal, especially with the over the one eye more than the other.
Canted.
It's kind of it's kind of signature. It's good to have a signature look. I mean, if you were to draw a caricature of me, it's going to be with the headphones, the glasses, and this, right? So
Hey,
I got you.
My hair is wild, so.
yeah, that's why.
So the average score of The Walking Dead is a 7 or a 8.3. and that's 770,000 votes.
I'm not talking about averages. We're talking about us.
Oh, I know, but we're average.
No. That's where you
We're
sell
gods
yourself
amongst
short,
men.
sir. Exactly.
So, yeah, I mean, it's better than The Walking Dead. That's how I felt about it.
That surprised me.
That
so much
shocks
when
the
you said-
fuck out of me.
Me too,
But here you go, though. Here you go. You're talking about. See, it's like movies are a character of their own. I think I agree with you on that, Wes. Maybe the scores are tilted a little bit from movie to TV show. TV shows, I feel like when you go to compare them to other TV shows, you're talking about a different thing. You're talking about a separate beast. So I guess I could see those scores being different.
I mean, it's all subjective. It's just thing is, TV shows, one, if they're around for longer than a couple seasons, then obviously there's something there. They wouldn't still be there, you know.
Right.
It's almost like they have more of an opportunity to leave a good impression because there are multiple episodes, multiple seasons, and if they stick around and they keep getting renewed, then obviously they're doing something right. So, but no, I mean, if you look, the thing is if you like it and you say it's a 9, it's a fucking 9. There's a cheesy ass show that I used to watch all the time called La Femme Nikita that is, I mean, its cinematography is cringy. Its action
What was
scenes
it?
are cringy.
Nikita?
La Femme Nikita. It was an old Canadian show that came on USA back in the like 90s.
I remember that.
I give that fucking show. I'll give that show an 8 just because I enjoyed the shit out of it. I loved it. I love the storyline, but there was a lot of shit wrong with it. I could pick it apart. I could pick it bare bones apart, but it was like 6 seasons long, and I thought it was great. I love it. It comes on one of the Fox. You know how like you get like regular TV that like the main channels have like little sub channels now. It comes on one of their channels now. Started last week. I watched 2 episodes of it today. I was in love.
Yeah. And I sort of throw like TV shows. I don't think there's a TV show I would ever go back and watch a second time.
Lost.
I've only watched that once.
I'm not saying you did. I'm saying I would totally.
Oh,
I
gotcha.
watched it twice.
But then I'm different when it comes to movies. Like movies that get the higher rating for me would be, with me with games. When I finish a game, I'm not playing it again. Even if it has a different storyline from making different choices, I won't go back and play it.
It's kind of
even
like,
if it's
like if PUBG. I mean, you finish a game and then you do the same thing every time, right?
Well,
Yeah,
but
multiplayer
PUBG,
games don't count.
Every game
I'm
is
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah, but movies get a higher rating. I will go back and watch a good movie. Like to me, I Am Legend is a good movie. I went back. I probably watched that like 20 times.
I watched Top Gun, I think 7 or 8 times already. I love it.
I'm proud of you.
Without a paddle,
Yeah.
I've watched it 20 times. So it's there's movies that get me like they get my motor running, and they get a higher score. But I don't know. Scores are so weird.
Yeah.
They're so subjective.
Wow. I'm just happy that you like it, man. I did not expect you to like it. From all people of before, I thought like you're gonna be like, this is, no, it's a 5 or something, which would be fine. I mean, I understand.
Yeah, I
some
didn't
people
get
don't
everybody's
like
cheesy thing last week, but once I got a couple more episodes in, I started seeing it. Like, there was like a fight between Dean and a significant other, and the whole back and forth between them was so like cringy, like yelling but stopping and waiting for the next person to yell and make their point, then stopping and waiting for the next person. Like
The best part about it is the show is aware of it and plays it up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
I could almost see him
self-aware.
like I could almost see him like officing it, like just looking at the camera to give him like a slight
Mhm.
like smile that I just did that.
Holy
What
shit, I gotta add.
what they basically try to portray, especially in later seasons, is how dysfunctional like Dean and Sam actually are because of what the father, like how he raised them, and it gets to a point where like, man, those people are messed up to
They
a point
are.
they can't function in a normal life. They can't, and they are like really dysfunctional with like about emotions and stuff like that. And the show pushes that to like up.
However, in the dad's defense and in the brother's defense, they also know a normal life that's very different than what's fucking sold to most of the American public.
Yep.
So, all right.
Yep.
I'm putting together a list of shows and movies I need to watch.
And
So,
you
I did try to start Kingdom Hearts 3. I made it through the 15-minute like where we are now to get ready to start playing Kingdom Hearts 3, and then I didn't play it.
why?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I just got
PUBG.
the PUBG.
He's like, I
friends were
can't
calling me.
headshot anybody in fucking Kingdom Hearts.
I wonder
So-
if there's gonna be a day where TJ is gonna be like, you know what?
I hope he just.
Enough PUBG.
I hope
Which is-
he just
hey,
throws the shit to the
I
side
think
one
it's
day.
coming. I think it's coming. A good buddy of mine, Shy, just bought me a game. He gifted me a game, Elder Scrolls Online. So you might hear some talk about that next week. I think PUBG is coming
prefer it
to
on
its...
PC. I prefer.
Did
Elder
you
Scrolls
ever
Online.
finish
that's where I got
Red? Did you ever finish Red Dead Redemption?
Mm-mm.
Wrong with you?
Ah.
PUBG.
Yeah, so there's something happening.
Do we
in
need?
PUBG.
You're gonna have to drive down, guys, and do an intervention. You're not helping any, Zach. He's like, shrug. I don't
He
give
won't
a
come play
fuck.
Overwatch with me.
I will.
Cool.
I don't have it installed, but
I have to buy
I'm
another
the
account.
follower. You just need to tell me to come play Overwatch with you instead of agreeing to my PUBG rants.
I'll have to go. I'll have to get another account and play shady.
How
so
about
guys have
you-
fun.
How about you pop in that Battlefield disc and install it, and we're gonna play some rounds tomorrow when I'm back from work. If you're a
Because I'll
follower.
be at work.
Well, I mean, in the evening.
Oh,
it's like that's
Yeah,
it's
there's
an
that.
awfully big commitment.
yeah. I have commitment issues.
I'll carry you. I show you the ways.
I watched your gameplay the other day, buddy. I'm just playing. Tonight's pick on Pascal night.
Yeah, I feel like you. I'm gonna eat kettle corn. I don't like popcorn,
If-
so I eat.
If we didn't pick on you, you would think we were mad at you.
Yeah, I know. Like when Wes is nice to me, I'm like, "What's wrong?"
And this is why I'm John Malkovich from the Bird Box.
I had no problem with the character, just the delivery.
Yeah.
But
And
that's all I got.
that's me. I mean,
Yeah,
no. What Nugget?
Wes
Tell
is
him.
like
Tell
that.
him.
There's
What
a
did,
diff- I'm not
what did my
talking about
boss
the-
say I have a problem of?
Delivery. And it's true.
different
Like
kind
when-
of delivery.
I have
like,
a,
no, Wes says,
Audible.
"Hey, you're blue," but he actually means you're green. Like his delivery is so
No.
off.
my
Yeah,
delivery is
you-
accurate. It's just saying, hey, you're a
You don't
little bit too
sugarcoat.
fucking blue because your green is way too fucking blue, and there's a nicer way to say it, but I don't do that because I feel
Yeah.
like it's easier to be more honest and upfront. I can't help
I
it.
mean-
I don't know. She just
he would be like,
when she sat me
"Ah,
down
you know,
and
he killed that guy for a reason," and Wes would be like, "Yeah, because he deserved to die." And you're like, "No, you're not supposed to defend people getting murdered." But he will argue that point. He doesn't, even if he doesn't agree with it. That's where Wes gets people. He might not agree with. He might agree with what they're saying, but he will argue devil's advocate. Just, I think, to do it.
My mom always said I
Sometimes
should have
you
been
just-
a lawyer because I like to argue with everything, no matter what.
He
So
does.
even if I agree with the outcome, I might argue with the methodology to get there.
yeah, that's Wes.
And it's on your dollar, buddy.
I didn't go to
Getting
law
those
school, so
deep-seated issues.
can't help it.
But that's all I got.
Daddy didn't love me.
Oh
And I don't
no!
have any
Daddy.
news.
No news. We got
I don't
news.
have any news.
I have the weird and wacky.
We're not
news.
ready for the weird and wacky news, although we actually might be. But that's
Motherfucker, it's 12:40.
motherfucker. That's
Yeah.
a delivery.
Motherfucker, I have to get up early.
Like a motherfucker. I went all the way to the Rock today and nobody was there. I'm sorry. He's like everybody's gonna kill me. Okay. No, the news I was gonna cover was
Ace and point.
Apex Legend. We already covered it. Sea of Thieves, we already covered it. Anybody else got anything? Battlefield, we
I
already
don't.
covered it. So I was right. Zach! Weird wacky news.
Weird wacky news. So I don't know if you guys heard about this. Just made it into the news today. A Colorado runner kills a mountain lion in self-defense.
Yes.
Damn. With
So-
what?
And not only get to the
Not
good
only
part.
believe me, I will.
Oh.
A trail jogger in Colorado successfully defended himself Monday against a mountain lion that attacked him from behind. The cat is dead, and the man is recovering in a local hospital. The jogger, whose identity has not been released, was running alone in the foothills of the Horsetooth Mountain Park in northern Colorado when, he said, he heard something behind him on the trail. As he turned to investigate, the juvenile mountain lion lunged. The jogger said he was bitten on the face and wrist, according to a statement from Colorado Parks Wildlife, but he was able to fight back, killing the young mountain lion. The man's injuries were serious, but not life-threatening, and he was able to get himself to the hospital. So now we're going to get to how this happened.
Gouge its eyes.
After additional investigation, including examination of the lion, we have confirmed the victim's account that he was able to suffocate the animal while defending himself from the attack. Unarmed.
Choked it out.
This motherfucker choked this mountain lion to death with his bare hands.
I'm
Fuck
giving him a
yeah.
no grading right now.
9.
His hands are rated E for everyone, including juvenile mountain lions.
They're saying that the cat weighed about 80 pounds. At least
for
80
deadly,
pounds.
man.
Right?
Put that motherfucker in a rear naked choke and fucked it up.
Uh-huh.
Holy shit.
Oh my god, that's.
Can you imagine having to choke out a mountain lion to survive?
I would cuddle it.
Well, you
Yeah.
probably would. Be like, Cheeto, no. And it's eating your head.
No, I'm a cat whisperer.
My ass.
Not for a mountain lion, man. I love cats a lot,
They're
but
cats.
Yeah.
Just a big cat.
pretty
Abort the
much.
fetal position.
I would say little cats are just little lions.
I mean,
I think a little cat has made me cry before, so I can't imagine an 80-pound
Uh-huh.
big cat.
good God.
The only reason your cat hasn't killed you to eat you is just because you're a little bit too big, but it totally would if it had another 20 pounds on it.
I would agree with that.
No, not
Yes.
my cat.
Cheeto would eat
Yeah.
your fucking ass in a heartbeat, dude.
He wouldn't.
You get like a 40-pound Cheeto up in there.
Fuck that.
He already is 60 pounds, it looks like. So.
Oh
That's
my god, I couldn't
awesome.
imagine a cat the
Sheldon can
size of my
attest.
parents' pit bulls. Fuck that. 60-pound cat, get out of here.
Choked
Yeah,
down a mountain
our
lion.
female Doberman was 82 pounds,
Jesus
and I can't
Christ.
imagine something that big.
But there are like the caretakers of like animals and stuff. You see it on YouTube too, like how like giant lion like jumps on like a caretaker and just
Well, I
licks
mean,
his face.
Mike
It's-
Tyson owned a tiger, but
Yeah, I mean, it's just you. The only thing is like we always think we can't like do that because we just have to differentiate it because they're not 100% feral anymore. Like they're not 100% predators. They're attached.
All I'm
to-
tell
saying
that to
is
Siegfried
you
and Roy.
can't walk out there to a wild ass mountain lion and be like, "Come here,
No.
bro."
No, I get it.
Oh,
With
here,
the
kitty,
mountain lion,
kitty.
like you're probably okay as long as you remember to feed it. But the second that motherfucker's hungry, you're on the menu.
if it ain't got steak in his bowl, he's looking for some fresh meat. Girlfriend time.
I saw her past the
She
mirror.
must be naked.
I saw her past
It's
the
like,
mirror.
let me touch that.
I want to get my fingers wet.
My girlfriend did like some needle felting. She thought like it
Oh.
would be a cool idea, and she just
She's
started.
feeling your needle. Is that what you're saying?
Like you can't really see.
Is that a mushroom?
Yeah, hold on. Is that better?
Yay!
Oh, that's cool.
So
And
I think
it's a
it's a
mushroom and a
snail.
snail.
I think it's pretty cool.
That is
I
pretty
can
cool.
go.
She probably cut herself 20 times.
And for
Oh,
the
God.
people listening, these are not euphemisms.
Yeah, no, actual video live on Mixer.com on Tuesday nights.
There was an actual mushroom
10 p.m.
done in needlework.
and the snail on the log.
Awesome.
Thumbelina.
All right, Nugget, do you have wild and wacky news as well?
No,
The
Zach took.
good
he
damn
had the
thing
story.
he found some then, huh?
Oh, we do.
We
There's
got
some
it.
of us
We
who were
took
here at
care of
10
it
o'clock.
before you
We had,
showed up.
yeah,
Awesome.
you know,
All right,
we were being
well,
responsible.
listeners, they were being responsible while I was being late. I got you. Listeners, Again, did you know, guys, that we can be found if you Google the SideQuest Gaming Podcast? We can be found on iTunes. We can be found on Google Play.
What is in there?
We can be found on Spotify. And pretty much any place that podcasts are found. If you would like to download us and listen to past shows during the week, that is where to find us. Or you could also join us live on Tuesday nights at mixer.com /
/.
WestmanY2K. If you'd like to give us a rating and help us out on the iTunes store, 5-star ratings are the bomb, but give what you think we deserve. Rate it. Just give us a rating, guys. Go there and give us a rating. I don't care what it is. Yeah, review it.
Give us a review.
Tell us what we need to do better. Tell us. Tell them
we're
how
about you. That's what we are here for. We're
and
not here for
constructive
ourselves.
criticism.
Tell them how much I need to shut up.
Assholes on the phone all day long. So tell us what you think about us.
Yeah.
Tell me what you want.
So
what you
really want.
I want a zig.
All right, homies. So you guys good for next Tuesday, a week from today?
As far as I know.
10 o'clock? Yeah. Well, it's all tentative, you know.
And to get notified right now, hit that subscribe button, click that like, and if you do that, you're gonna get wrong platform. Yes.
I mean, close enough.
Close enough.
Hit the fucking like button. Yeah, go ahead, follow. Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll see you guys next Tuesday around 10 p.m. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate the conversation. I had a really good time. I watched a lot of stuff, and you got to get up early, and so yeah. But we're out, guys. So say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Which video?
Bye. The one I posted in the Discord chat.
Oh.
It made me laugh during our
Pringle.
podcast.
Oh God, I started to watch it on stream.
The last thing a Pringle sees.
Bye, guys. Goodbye.
Bye.